Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Cool. Okay. So, picking up from 2 weeks ago, our group of adventurers had made their way finally to what they found out to be called the Obsidian House. This city of sorts in a pocket dimension. After jumping through a bit of a portal from Icewind Dale, your group passed some unusual structures. One being a sports amphitheater of sorts that surrounded a mysterious kind of glittering black stone. You then headed towards the tallest tower in the city, which measured about 1,200 feet tall, so towering above you. But when you arrived at the base of the tower, you found that it was surrounded by a force field of sorts. So your group decided to head back to one of the towers that you passed, which was emitting a blue glow from one of the highest windows. And after investigating it, you found that that it was being guarded by these green-skinned constructs who then informed you that there was a arcane rite of the Ochtad that needed to be completed before entry would be granted. Aella, through her draconic abilities, was able to read a scripture in the highest room in that tower, leading you to your first step of that Ochtad. The group then made their way and eventually splitted up. Aella and Tonk heading to a tower that was nearby, emitting a different sort of glow. And Kira and Havoc went to the nearby atrium, where this supposed nether oak, where a wand would have to be made from. After a small scuffle with the nether oak and it sort of wanting you to prove yourselves worthy of his I suppose his flesh, his bark. You successfully defeated these tree blights and received the wood from the nether oak. Meanwhile, Aella and Tonk unknowingly stepped into the lair of a hag coven, and once sort of finding out that this was the situation, you exited the tower and decided to play a prank on Kira and Havoc.
Went as well as I would have thought all pranks usually go down.
After some slight
Why you're in enemy territory.
Slight group tension, the four of you ended up entering back into the tower and going
Tension and a
through.
scuffle with some gargoyles.
Yes. There was a. The reason I don't remember that
Consequences.
is because that was a random encounter that wasn't really meant to happen. Yeah. So there was a bit of a combat with some gargoyles that were in the surrounding buildings. That I think it was a very loud thundercrack noise or something.
It was the
roar of a dragon.
Roar of a dragon,
as well as
coming from a yeti.
Coming from a yeti.
That
a 5-foot yeti
spooked these gargoyles into attacking. But yes, the group then did eventually enter back into the tower and investigate this coven of sorts, of which you guys eventually made it to their sort of secret room, where you found their secret chest and some items within. But we pick up our story with you exiting this this tower. I will mention also that you were able to read another scripture inside that tower, which read, which gave you the second part of the of the ritual that needed to be completed, and also that the Nether Oak had given you a clue as to what the third and fourth steps were. But
Something about flame in your hand.
Produce fire
that-
in the palm of your hand.
that was the second step, which you found in the hag's sort of
Yeah, what
lair.
was the third step? The third and fourth. He did give us
Yeah,
that.
the third and fourth step was only
Oh,
told to
secret
Kira
shared?
and yes.
We
Yeah.
told them. We
Oh, you did tell them.
Secrets that are shared aloud. Third and fourth are secrets that are shared aloud.
But what would you like to do?
Don't know what that means.
Don't know what any of it means.
So we're outside.
You will pick up. You are outside this tower, and I suppose you would know this is the Tower of Conjuration because Havoc would have seen a conjuration arcane symbol on this tower, and you saw an abjuration one on the first tower.
When Havoc and I went to the treery,
Mm-hmm.
a tree,
Treery.
the spike-looking tower that's just kind of north of that. Would we have been able to see that and see if it looked kind of similar to the ones we'd have been kind of entering?
You would have seen that it is similar. I don't know if you would have been quite close enough to be able to see
Any glow or anything?
what symbols or anything like that, but what you would have seen is that there was a silver light flickering in one of the higher windows.
I don't know if I asked about that last time or said it, but it's just that we just imagine that was relayed when we came back and
Mhm.
whatever. And now that we're done with this tower, to just mention, that we saw one north of the area that we just came from.
Do we think that's the next tower? I mean, I guess the next clue. Have we even figured out where we're supposed to do this?
There's kind
All
of
of
been
this
no
together.
indication that we need to do these in order either.
Hmm.
I mean, it seems like they all need to be done before we can
Mm.
gain access to the central tower, but I'm not quite sure. I'm not so sure that we need to
There was an
visit them in order.
There was an anvil. I don't know if that has anything to do with. In the first one.
That was in the
Do you
first one,
remember?
yeah.
Hmm.
It was being guarded by.
Kira, do you think that's the closest tower to us? Is the one that is over there? I'll point in that direction.
I think to us now, when we were in the first tower, I recall seeing at least another one, kind of east of it, but we've kind of moved on from there now. So I'm pretty confident that this is the next closest one.
The white one? Is that the long skinny one on at the most
Top left?
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah,
Just above the tree area?
that's
Is that the one I'm thinking of?
yeah.
cool.
That's
Yeah. So
what
if
I'm referring to.
I'm able
This
to
one.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
on there.
How's everyone feeling?
I think fine.
Pretty spent or no?
Don't recall.
Remember, I mean, I've got on here that I've only lost one spell slot, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think I'm fine as well. I don't think that was a very.
I think we're fine.
Yeah.
Well, those hands were. They were pretty punishing to me. I mean, I'm okay,
Oh,
but
the hands, of course.
I'm not.
Oh yeah.
I'm not in the best shape.
I don't actually know how much HP I have.
I have you as a 60 of 73.
Oh, okay.
Ayala, do I have you as 43 of 84?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And
What have you
myself.
got?
I have you as 46 of 46. Or 45 of 45, sorry. 62 of 62, sorry, I'm looking at Derek.
I was going to say, I have more hit points than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Sweet.
Pretty sure I was full as well.
Yeah, 50-50.
Yeah, I mean, I'm fine to move on. I can Ayla, if you're needing some sort of healing, I can do that. I can, and then we can move on to the next one if we want to.
We could also just short rest and save some of that for emergencies.
Cool.
I'll get everyone to roll a perception check, I suppose, just while you're out here sort of discussing next steps.
Always good.
Start. Eight.
Natural 3.
Same.
14.
A 3 for what?
14.
Oh, you said 17. I was like,
I
good
was a
lord.
3. I was a 3 for 8.
Still
16
though.
for a 20.
And 5 for a 3.
Okay. Havik, you definitely do sort of, while this is conversation's happening, you look over to the tower that Kira had pointed out earlier, and you can definitely sort of see that it's probably your next steps as to where you want to go, because at the top of the tower, you can just see sort of the outline of what appears to be a divination symbol. But you can also see that it looks like a top part of the tower's roof is missing, which is, I suppose, a little bit interesting because the other ones were all intact. What else you also notice is that the building in between where you are now
castle thing.
and the tower that you're heading to is another of these structures that is looking well maintained. As we discussed in last session, that some things look like they're a little bit in disarray or not well maintained, but there are others that look to be well upkept.
Does this
And
look?
this does appear to be another one of those locations.
Does it look barracks-ish?
No, it appears more academic.
Academic. Okay. Makes me less nervous. Or should we make our way towards the Div Tower and just be mindful as we walk past this well-maintained spot?
Yes.
I mean, stealth hasn't always been our strong suit, but there's
No, I'm shit at it. Ting ting.
no reason why we shouldn't at least try.
That's a good point. Try to sneak.
Try to sneak.
Pray the whole time.
Okay, sure. So roll a group stealth check. As you try to make your way to your next tower.
8.
24.
Good start.
Oh, that was disadvantage, but it would have only been a 10 without it.
16 and 20 for Derek and Kira.
What's my stat? 28.
28.
Oh my goodness.
Good
Jesus.
roll.
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Hell.
Okay. Pretty stealthily, you start to make your way to your next tower, and passing by this well-maintained building, You find that a lot of they're almost like spires on either corner are it's almost like glitter which surrounds each of the different spires in each corner, so 4 of them, and the door is slightly is actually quite a way open, and as you sort of peek past, you can see books lining shelves, and indicating that this looks fairly library-like. But if you keep moving towards your tower, you eventually get into sort of close proximity with it, and you can see that this is a thinner tower than the others that you'd seen, and you can see that silver light flickering more clearly. But you can also see that above the high window, you can actually see a large carved eye that is animated and is blinking, but it's carved into the stone. And you can now see that the tower's roof is missing.
Is the eye like moving? Like, is it following us? Is it Mona Lisaing us, or is it just?
It's as animated as a clock would be.
Right.
Sort
Okay.
of just repetitively blinking.
Doing that in a pattern.
No.
Okay.
Is there? Can we tell
Ever think it, Tonk?
how the roof become missing? Like, is there evidence of, like, I don't know, an
Damage or is an
ice
architectural?
shard? Yeah. Is it
A
intentional?
griffin attack.
Not from down here. You can't see.
So,
In we go.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like,
So, as you head in, step inside, you see a very tight spiral staircase, which leads upwards. There's no doors. There's no sort of waiting area or anything like that in this tower. It's basically as soon as you step through the door, it's a tight spiral staircase. But as you start to head up, you eventually reach the top floor of the spire, and you sort of peek your head round to sort of reveal what you can see of this top floor, and you can see that there are large gashes in the roof that look out onto this sort of dark, speckled sort of pocket dimension. You can see that the silver light emanating from the top of the tower is a 3-foot sort of diameter glass orb, which is atop a 2-foot high cylindrical plinth in the center of like a 30-foot circular chamber. What you do see is that inside the orb, this silver orb, are small eyeballs that are drifting inside the orb, floating around, sort of like fish in a bowl. You can see that some are glassy-eyed, some have cataracts, some have specks in them, others are bloodshot or pus-filled, but they all sort of, as you step further up, all sort of follow around in the orb and look at you, and they hold their gaze.
Sort of like if you hold your finger up to a fish tank, where the fish just will follow your finger.
Similar.
That's
Gross.
disgusting. That's disgusting.
It's just creepy as
Um,
buggery, ain't it?
Any writing on the wall?
yeah.
Writings. Oh, there's no ceiling, so
What you do see is that a small section of draconic writing begins and then is broken off.
Ayala?
What do I see when I mean, what is there any evidence? Is there a letter? Is there anything still left?
The first section that you can see is speak in draconic. That's it, and then the rest of it is all
Oh.
broke or like gone from the missing parts of the tower.
I'll just kind of under my breath, like read out phonetically. You know how like you do, and speak. Hello. I don't know if we're supposed to do that here.
Try saying it in draconic.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that one.
Raw.
Rawr.
Rawr.
I'm draconic. Rawr.
Rawr.
Honk, roll me a religion check.
All right, let's hope it's higher than a 7, because that's as high as I've rolled in the 3 rolls tonight. Religion, not particularly good. But natural 20.
Hey.
Nice. For a 24.
Nice. You recognize that this orb has similar symbolism to the god of knowledge, Ogma.
You don't think if this is indeed the third tower, maybe even the fourth, do we literally have to speak out loud like a secret to this eyeball soup of a... Anyone got any secrets?
Is everyone sort of staying near the staircase, by the way?
I think I'm near the
Yeah, if
fish that eye orb.
Okay, so you've moved
We've
up to the plinth that
approached.
holds the orb.
Yeah, I would have moved
I
up
think
as
so.
well.
Okay, right.
So unless we feel there's like a presence of danger, I don't know the why I would have stayed back.
What was it? Just quickly, what was it that gave me the religion?
Impression.
It's the eyes.
The eyes.
The eyes inside the orb.
Right. Okay.
That's you. There's connections in symbolism between Ogma's symbolism, which is an open book, but there are also kind of writings of his open book having an eye on the front of it.
Right.
Which is what gives you sort of the connection between the two. But I'll say, Ayla, as you do sort of approach the plinth, you find some instructions written in Draconic that say, "Ask and we shall find."
Oh, right here. It says, "Ask, and we shall find." Do
I'm not asking questions to a weird thing again.
I was about to jokingly be like, "Havoc."
Shut up.
I convey.
Hey, Dog, I think this one's for you.
Convey the whole. Gives me God of Knowledge vibes. Ogma. So the ask and we shall find makes sense in that regard. What we should ask, I don't know the answer to.
Do we want to know more about this ritual that we're trying to do, or whatever it is?
The 8 rites of the octate or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. Could ask about that, or if you're really curious, we could try to see if it knows what was bound in the hag's lair.
Or what destroyed this building. And if it's
Yeah.
coming
Or
back.
do we want to know the answers to the quest to the rite?
Hmm.
Like to be able to, I don't know if we can complete it faster. Or
speed
easier, I
run.
should say, like not speed run,
Ah.
but certainly to just try and get through it with as little friction.
Resistance.
Yeah.
I'll turn to the the orb and in Draconic. The rite of the Ochtad. The divination tower. What is the missing script? It begins with speak.
As you say this, the eyes begin to swell, but then fade. You just say this to the orb?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's what happens. Dave's curiosity look.
An orb of eyes, right?
Yeah.
I write down exactly what he just said on a piece of parchment that I've got with me. I want to show it to the orb.
Nothing happens.
Worth a shot.
I will say, Havoc, you've read about particular orbs to do with divination. Usually require a touch component.
I mean, last time I did the questions, it went poorly. But
I can.
I mean, you might actually have to lay your hands on it as you ask the question.
I
know some scrying orbs tend to do that, but let me just do a quick check. I'd like to do just an general arcana check on it. I just want to or investigation. I just want to make sure that, or try to see if it's going to backfire on him in any way, or her. Sorry, my bad. That is I'm rolling really well today. That's a 19 for a 25.
On Arcana or Investigation?
That's Arcana.
Arcana, okay.
Or Investigation. They're both plus 6.
They're both intelligence? Okay. This is an orb of divination.
Okay.
As far as you're aware, when it comes to separating, say, an orb of divination and possibly like a magic mirror, this more just provides you a brief location of something. It gives you a vision of where something is.
I don't know if it'll be able to answer the question of what the writing is unless the writing's been taken somewhere, in which case we might be able to get a glimpse of it.
Or if it shows you what it used to look like.
It might be worth a go. I don't know how many goes we're going to get at this.
Well, if that's the case, is there something more important that we're looking for? Like, if it can show us a place.
Not really.
I feel like we're at the place we were looking for. I feel like.
What about in the house? Is there anything that we know of that we would be? Are we just going to generally investigate the house once we get in?
Do you think we could ask about people? Like Strixnor? If he's even here.
Possible.
Yeah.
Go on, Ayla, touch the gross thing. I'm not.
Show me Strixnor.
Are you doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. As you place your hand on the orb and say, "Show me Strixnor," you have a "That's so Raven" moment where you're sort of that's the feeling you get as you do it.
The eye warp thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
You feel it almost like your vision suck in on itself, and you see a very blurry, very quick image of someone sitting on a throne, and then flashes away.
Oh God. What can
It's
I?
very silhouette.
Yeah. I can't get too. Can I get any detail in that?
Of the silhouette, you see some horns,
Okay.
and you see he's holding some sort of large something in his hand, possibly a staff, possibly a spear, something long, not sword, not like mace like bow, nothing like that.
No eyes.
Can't see anything from the silhouette. No.
It did show me something.
Roll me a Constitution save.
God.
Is that from seeing the Strixnor, or is that from
Using
using the thing?
Nice.
13.
13. You take 12 points of piercing damage as your eye begins to bleed, and it feels like there are pins in your eye that are being dragged around and starts to bleed from your eye.
Yeah, I do that instinct that is like instantly cover your eye and like you can't open it anymore. No matter how hard you try.
Is it still there? Like, can I do a check on it? Like, is the eye still there?
Roll a medicine check.
7. Damn it.
7. It's still there,
Okay.
best you can tell.
It's still there.
Does he have disadvantage on attacks against hags now? Is that the?
I'm fighting off. I'm not letting you do it, right? No, it hurts.
Fucking cameraman.
What did you see?
fuck.
I think it showed me him.
What just happened?
I saw
It
I saw a
showed you him.
man. He had horns and was carrying a staff. Was the area around him important at all, or was it like kind of like blurry
Couldn't tell.
background? It was literally just him.
It was basically a silhouette of a crown, of a throne, sorry, with someone sitting on it, that you could see the horns, and you could see his weapon or staff, whatever it might have been.
Whatever he was holding.
But it was basically just a black blurry around him.
Did I get the impression that he recognized that I was looking at me?
Nope.
Yeah, I yeah, that's all I could really get. It wasn't super clear. It was kind of just silhouetted to me.
Okay.
I'm guessing there's probably a throne room somewhere. in there.
So we know he's a thing.
Hmm.
Just further confirmation, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all right, Ayala?
Yeah.
I don't know. That really hurt though. From just touching a
Yeah.
glass ball.
I think
Crying
with
blood,
the
very religious.
with the Arcana check that you rolled as well, I'll say as part of that, you are aware that most divination magic only works in the dimension that it is cast. It can't
Yeah,
travel cross dimensions.
which means he's here because we're currently in a
Yeah,
pocket
In
dimension.
a pocket dimension. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
I don't know if that's
Um,
reassuring or more terrifying.
Yeah, agreed.
Well, it's reassuring in the fact we know we're in the right direction, but
yeah, just
terrifying because we're in the right direction.
I guess the next question is, what do we do to get past this particular? Like, what it just says, speak, and then do we need to ask it again? Find out what we have to do here.
I'll kind of like subconsciously step back, trying to hide myself away from it. Like I don't want that to be me. I'm the kid in the
I
classroom
can.
slinking.
It's okay. No, it's okay. Like, I can go. I can try. I just want to know what I'm asking, I guess.
Yeah, be careful though.
Um,
Is there anything else we need to see?
I mean, we
Well,
could ask if it can show us the rest of the text.
yeah, that's what I was sort of thinking.
At least try.
Where is the roof? Show me the roof.
Show me the roof. I'm going to
roof,
cast
the roof.
false life on myself real quick.
Sure. Do you automatically get hit points, or do you have to roll them?
I roll d4, and it's d4 plus 9.
Okay.
So I rolled a 1, so 10.
Hmm.
10 temporary hit points.
Cool.
Um,
How do they last?
they last
Until they're used, I'm pretty sure. Until they're replaced with more.
Yeah, bolstering yourself with
Or-
a necromantic facsimile of life. You gain 1d4 plus 4, or the level. Duration's an hour.
Oh, it's an hour. Okay.
Duration is an hour. And I'm going to go up and I'm going to touch the orb. And I'm going to ask for please complete the draconic. Oh, I'm not going to understand it. Draconic
Read it.
text. Please tell me what the draconic text is and finish it. I don't know.
Eyes hurt already?
Yeah. Yeah. No, this is Tonk's brain.
You are
Control.
as you are trying to work out what you were doing, you are reminded, remembering that Ayala, when she read out the instructions, said, "Ask and we shall find."
They want to show you something physical,
Yeah, it's
not
got to show you. It can't tell you.
not answer a question.
Okay. Show me in common the completed text.
As you finish your request, you yourself have your own "That's So Raven" moment. As
So
you
Tonk.
suck in, that you feel the pull behind your eye, and what you are shown is some upturned rubble in the kind of opening of another broken roof that has a bit of observatory look to it. And as your vision is sort of swirling around the location, you see that it pans upwards and looks up to the tower that you entered, giving you the impression that the roof of this tower that you stand in has fallen into the observatory.
Right. The observatory. Okay.
Did we
That
notice an observatory-looking building as close to
as we
this
walked in.
tower as we approached?
You didn't see a building that looked like an observatory. You did see a large sort of pit in the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to make con save?
Please roll a con save.
Don't lose your eyeball. Oh, it was going to be so good.
1.
It stopped on 19 and then ticked over to the 1. For a plus 3. For 3. Total. But
You yourself take 14 points of
Oh.
piercing damage as
ouch.
your eye feels like needles are puncturing and ripping around inside as blood starts to seep from your lower eyelid,
Sort of
and you
see
clutch your face in pain.
you sort of see the beginning like a red hue around Tonk shatter as the false life spell is hit, and then ow! Well, that sucks.
Ah,
We got to go to the hole, the pit. I think there might be some more information in there. I think it's fallen into there. Might tell us exactly what the rest of this text is meant to say. Damn, this hurts.
much as that is unpleasant to watch from you two, I really want to know if the hags are on this dimension. If I can ask to see them, we can find out.
I don't hate it.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't want to ask the question.
Ah,
Um,
lost it.
but hang on, before you do that, I cast. Oh no, I can't do that. No, never mind. I can't do that on you. Sorry.
I'll put my hand on it and I will ask for it to. I want to say, show me where the hags are.
As you touch and ask your question, your vision begins to fill, but then fades and stops.
Okay.
Okay. Do I have to make a save or I'm
You
good?
do not have to make a save.
Wonderful.
Oh.
I was a little bit curious if that might happen. We went into a different pocket dimension in that tower, so there's a chance that they're not in this one, they're in another one, or just not in this dimension at all.
Pocket
Either way, I think that's...
dimension inside of a pocket dimension? Is that something that can happen?
Well, no, it tends to implode and destroy everything and throw it into the astral plane.
Oh god.
But yeah, but you can teleport from one to another within one. So you can't bring one into it, but you could have a teleportation type gate, which I believe is what was set up in that other room.
So this isn't Ayla saying it, but don't we have a bag of holding?
You just
Worry
open
about
it and then just everything gets sucked in.
Yeah.
I guess pocket dimensions are a little bit weird here. That's fine by me.
We'll just
Doesn't
We'll
work
just-
like that.
maybe create
You've
a
never
black
put-
hole. Just open it up. Everything piles in. Alright.
Depends on the type of pocket dimension. This is really weird ruling for it.
Can
Yeah,
I
it's totally
run
it's-
run down the really skinny staircase and go outside and find the pit?
Sure. you can definitely do so. You sort of head down the tower and outside, and you sort of it's pretty easy to see. You didn't really take notice of it because it was really just an open space in the ground as you were heading inside the tower, and it's not like it was you had to walk past or anything. It was more on the far side of where you were heading. But you head outside now looking for it, and you can see that there is a sort of quite a large pit area. And what you didn't really notice before was that in the center of it, there's a small, sorry, tip of a. That's so fucked up. Tip of a shaft that's kind of just poking its head out in the center of this pit.
Mm.
So it's just popped his tip
Okay.
out.
I was gonna say, can we see Tonk's excitement from here?
Not Tonk's tip. It's the tower's tip.
You're seeing it. You may get excited. I don't know. I'm curious.
Not that excited
No,
to be him, sorry.
no, you cannot see the pit from where you are. Yeah, the broken section is not sort of where you are able to see.
So the tip of the tower is prairie dogging it out of the hole.
Yep.
Cool.
Anyway.
Well, I'll follow him down after a couple seconds. I don't want to. I think we should stay together. Holding my eye as I run down the stairs after a little friend.
Follow me to the dark hole where there's a broken
Tip.
tower inside.
Mm.
There's a tip
Anyway.
and a shaft in the side of a black hole.
Did this to myself.
Now you know how Matthew Mercer feels.
Yeah.
The ash hole
Look,
event in Calamity, or not Calamity,
The other
EXU.
one? Yeah, I remember that one. Yeah.
So funny.
That wasn't even him.
No.
So you all head over outside of the tower,
Not
and
all.
no, staying there.
I was going to say, Kira waits until everyone runs off
Juicy.
and then approaches the eyeball orb.
Is this her Azoth moment?
Do we need to mute ourselves?
This is where she
Yeah,
turns.
I've been watching. Just like I've been. Oh, like it's been vibrating within me. It's like, this is when I like morph.
I have to do it.
Such a sexual episode.
Azoth backwards is Kira. Oh, I never realized. So yeah, Kira approaches the orb and like kind of, she's like trembling, kind of putting her hands to the orb, half because she's just seen two people who have their eyes fucked by this thing. Another reason is that she just kind of, I suppose with the strict snort thing is kind of like she wants to know something as much as she doesn't want to know something. But she kind of softly kind of cups the orb on the bottom, and even though there's no one around, she kind of like gets really close to it and kind of whispers, just because she just can't physically say it loud, like she just can't project it, but she kind of like whispers to the orb, show me Derek Ethrion.
As you touch the orb, it begins to swirl, but eventually fades, and your vision pulls back, receiving an unsuccessful request.
Kind of stands there for a second, and even though there's no one around, she kind of stealthily kind of like wipes a tear away and then runs down to catch up with everyone else.
So you will eventually then catch up to the edge of this pit where you see that this sort of observatory, there's a bit of a small spire, which is what you were seeing from the edge of the pit. But now looking down, you can see that it sort of is directly in the center, but there's a lower level that appears to have an entrance, and you can see that just off to your no more than 30 feet away is a bit of a staircase that leads down.
Yeah, go down the staircase and toward the.
Could I have
broken
caught up
entrance.
by the time that he started down the staircase? He left a few seconds before. So I can be right with him.
Tom doesn't move very fast, so it's
Yeah,
probably
it's true. That's true.
Sure. No
Like
problem.
3 steps to your 1.
So, as you start to get closer, you see that you see that part of the upper section of this spire is broken in, and that this is most likely where the tower broke through. But you sort of I don't actually have an image of it, but basically, if you can imagine like a bit of a circular. No, it's more. I guess I can show you what
Octagonal.
you're looking at. No, it's more square.
Yeah.
As you're approaching it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I can show you that. Yeah, that's fine. So this is what you sort of see as you head down. Yeah, it's a bit of a square type building. Surrounded it are just like small towers, basically, and that's for you guys. That black section is what raises up a few levels.
Right, okay.
And that's where the rubble from the roof is.
That
In that
for the
section?
top of the top of that raised
Yeah,
like
okay.
the tower section is what's broken in up
Okay.
the top.
I suppose we'll go and find that.
What I might do is
I
just
wanna-
quickly drag your minis over to text.
We're not going to need them, surely.
Nah. I don't know why you'd have a
Yeah,
map. Psh.
It's always concerning when there's a map.
Mm-hmm.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
But yeah, as you can sort of see this observatory of sorts, what would you like to do?
I think first and foremost, I'd probably look around, make sure that everyone's here. Where's Kira?
Uh,
I guess I just kind of assumed they were right behind us.
Is Havoc?
Wait a
Was-
second.
would
I'm
have
here.
caught up, no?
Okay. Have you caught up?
By the time
That would have, whatever you did in the tower would only have taken a few
Yeah.
seconds beyond what I did. So
Yeah, that's true.
10, 15 seconds at most.
I would have, yeah, would
Yep.
all be here.
Okay. Well, if we're all here, then move on. Go.
Proceed
Shall
with
we?
caution.
Proceed with caution toward the broken part of the tower.
Sure. As you take a step towards the tower, a voice enters all of your heads that sounds familiar, and says, "Leave this place, for it is guarded, and you are not welcome."
Same voice from the first
Familiar to all of us?
Similar voice from the first tower.
Sounds very similar.
We're just auditing
The fuck?
Um,
Go ahead.
we came to fix the top of the tower.
Yeah, this thing in my hand is a stonemason's tool.
So we can get in anywhere with a ladder.
You hear in your head once more, I will not repeat. Leave now or else.
I think you just repeated that.
What do we do?
Part of me wants to say, or else what?
And when are we giving a fuck about the rules?
Or else what?
As you see, many figures start to step out of different areas of this pit, almost out of the shadows, and different hide holes and different areas. They all start to step out, and we're going to roll initiative.
Many.
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 Um,
It's
I
miniature.
will-
Many is not a good word.
Many concerns me.
Little.
I will
I'm not too worried.
quickly.
Many.
You can say 2 or 3. It's very easy to say that.
Yeah. A few, a handful.
A bunch, even.
A baker's
Pull out-
dozen. No, that's
To
Pull
give
out
you
for
a
a-
number,
would you-
number, it is 7.
Okay, that's
Okay.
less than I thought.
That's more than a handful and less than a bunch. I'd say a bunch is 10.
Would you?
Oh, nah, a bunch is
No?
less than 10.
A bunch is less than 10.
I think so
A
too.
bunch is like a handful.
Slightly
bunch
more
is
than
like
a handful.
5.
So like if a handful.
there's a
Unless you're
few.
talking grapes, and then it's like 30. But like, that's not the point. We're not talking about grapes.
It's a score of grapes.
Score.
So you see one step out there, another over here, another one just behind
Yeah.
him.
What do they
Flock
look like?
The difference, these 3 that have stepped out first do look different to what you they look the same as what you had seen previously. The difference is that there's another one that is more cloaked in robes rather than armor, and then there are some others that appear to be more less physical. I suppose. No.
Are they ethereal?
As in
Not-
less physical damage type.
Right.
They're not carrying weapons or they're not wearing armor.
Excellent. What are the races of these creatures?
They're constructs, aren't they?
You do not know what the races
Undefined.
specifically are.
There you go. Undefined.
I imagine Havoc would have told you what he had found out previously, I assume. Or not?
About the constructs.
Yes.
Yes, we all know that we saw constructs before.
Construct.
That is group knowledge. I'm still terrified.
I might quickly put this into an encounter builder because it's going to be a little bit difficult to track otherwise.
You do your thing.
You do
Well-
you, brother.
Sit here and be scared. That's fine.
Yep.
Nothing wrong with a little bit of fear.
Until
Alright,
it could to
Wait, where'd you go? Come back.
where'd you go?
No, that wasn't it. Yeah, this one. Okay. You run encounter. Okay, cool. All right. Initiative. What is Ayla's initiative?
16.
Thank you.
Me too.
Hey.
Tonks is 8.
8 and Havoc
17.
17. And you had 16, Kira, right?
Yeah. But do we have the same decks? +5?
Yes.
Rollies?
Rollies!
Yeah. You win.
Rollies! Yeah,
I
you win.
got an 8.
Roll. Natural one.
Natural one.
Get him out now. Get him out now.
Got to put that one on the number 20 side so it remembers where it's supposed to land.
I have had old spectrums. I've had natural 1 and a natural 20 tonight.
Okay. Off the bat, Havoc, what would you like to do?
How do I get to go first? Didn't I say 20?
What?
Didn't
you
they
say
were-
17?
I was 16s and you're 17.
Ah, I thought one of them
Yeah.
said 20.
No, that's 16.
no.
Okay, what do I want to do? Get concerned. I feel like... Well, I've already got my little icon for it, so I'm going to do my blade song.
Fair enough.
The icon's already there, so I might as well. Where'd it go? There. Move stuff around. And then I don't particularly want to run into an entire enemy group.
Ah,
What?
characters development.
I mean, I don't know why. It worked pretty well last time, didn't it?
Characters development.
It's so they can keep on developing.
So he can keep
For a living.
developing characters.
If I wanted to keep developing characters, he'd run in there. I will, however, move to about here.
Sure.
And considering the range of this wonderful spell, being a 20-foot sphere, I will fireball the living crap out of them.
Fair enough.
Actually, do they seem like they've come out? Do they seem straight up hostile? Like, are they?
They have weapons drawn and have told you to leave or else. So
Okay, are
take
we
that as you
leaving or
please.
are we fighting? And I'm gonna I'm looking back. Are we leaving or fighting?
Chips in, baby.
Okay, fireball. It is. Yeah,
Fireball it is.
I'll throw just a level 3 fireball at their faces.
Sure.
I'll
Just-
just
Alright.
aim for that group on
So-
the left.
No problem.
Make sure to kill the many.
Roll it on D&D Beyond because that's easier.
I like it when you roll it on D&D Beyond.
29.
29.
29.
29?
29?
29?
Alright, so for this first guy, it's a dex save, right?
It is a dex saving throw, and my DC is 15.
It's 16 for the first one.
Ooh.
Second one, here, this guy,
Bill words.
an 11.
Yeah.
The one below him, 13. And then the one next to him, 2. So they all fail except for the first guy.
Nice.
Wonderful. That's what we want to hear.
Chunky.
So that's over 100 points of damage.
Yep.
Yep.
I just
Well,
realized they have advantage on all saving throws.
Roll
Oh.
again.
all saving.
All right,
throws?
so I'll just do the first
Wow.
2 to see if they pass on the other ones. So no, fail,
All saving.
fail.
Probably all saving throws.
5, 3, 4 on
Wow.
all
Wonderful.
of those rolls just said.
It was
Good.
it was meant to be.
Yeah. Excellent.
Sorry. First one takes
D&D
half
time.
damage. What was the half of? What was it?
14 would be
14.
half.
14. And then 4 was 29, right?
Correct.
29?
Yes. That
29.
is,
29?
is how that would work.
Sure is.
So that's B and then A and B. Okay. Anything else?
That should be it. That's bonus and that. So I'll just do that and wait where I am. I don't want to run in too close because bad habits. We've done that. We're learning.
Very good, Padawan.
Let me quickly check this. Okay. So let me quickly get out the ruler.
Oh no.
I'm gonna turn this off so you can't see what I'm doing.
Oh, no.
Cool.
Oh dear.
So you see the one with the more flowy cloaks. So this one is like almost a full length cloak. Hover slightly forward next to this other one over here, and then he mutters something, but you're a little bit too far away to quite hear. And I need Ayla. Please make me a wisdom saving throw.
You can see
Yeah,
Ayala.
she's good at that.
Are these
They're
like
above us.
walls?
It's only like a 5 foot ledge that they're above. It's not like it's crazy raised or anything like that.
Like a
It's just like a small like ledge from above where you guys are.
Oh, so I didn't have to move to see.
No, I mean, yeah, you could have seen them from back where you were if you wanted to.
I will stay in this position. Is where
Sure.
I would have just like stepped forward and.
Yeah, no problem.
16 on the saving throw.
16. Where is his DC?
very good.
That is
Good.
a pass.
Let's go.
I
But
got to roll high.
in your head, what you hear is no one else around you, but what you hear is attack them.
Oh, you dirty bitch.
But that will
Wait.
finish their go, and they will move back a little bit. Can you still see him there? Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
It's
All
got
right, that
Pharos
finishes
vibes.
their go. Ayla, it is now your go.
No, it's
Like
not.
Kira.
Oh, sorry, Kira, you did. Sorry.
Roll his bitch. Damn it! Fucking, why'd you move back, you little puss?
Nipples.
You puss. Okay, that's not gonna. With my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on. I'm gonna cast it on this guy. You can see my ping.
Sorry. Yep.
And with my moon bow, first shot, I'm gonna take the neg.
Mhm.
Sharpshooter neg. Oh, natural one.
Oofed.
For a -4. No.
Nice.
Fuck it. I'm gonna take the neg again.
Do it.
Yeah, I've got fucking. I gotta make up for it. Yay! Natural 18 plus 11 minus 5.
Hits.
24. Yeah, 5, so 6, 2. Yeah, 24. So Hunter's Mark 6 plus bad. 6, 11, 12, 13, 23. 23
Nice.
piercing. And then, because I don't want to be fucking bunched up like this, Kira's gonna just kind of back up a little bit.
Back it up. Yep.
Yeah, that'd be my turn.
Bag it up.
Ayla.
Is this space open? Like, can we move into this space?
Which space? Sorry. Over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Because it's
yeah,
just,
yeah. That's all the movie. This is just more a path that was used back
Yeah,
when
yeah.
the city was
Okay.
kind of functioning as a city.
I just didn't want to. I wanted to understand if we were literally in a freaking death funnel here.
No.
Okay. Bro. Yeah, I think I'm gonna run up to. I want to run up to this here.
Mhm.
And then cast my echo behind and attack this person
Go for it.
with my 2 attacks. Yeah, so that is a 25 and a 17.
25 and a 17, both
Mhm.
hit.
Okay. Ooh, 2 4s. That 9 damage each.
And damage each.
Yes.
How much damage was that previous attack, Joel? Sorry,
23?
23.
Yeah.
I put on the wrong person.
Sharpshooter adds 10 damage, right?
That's
Yeah.
right. 23 sounds fine. All right, cool. What was that? Sorry, 9 on both.
9 each, so it would be 18 total.
What you see is you flourish your spear around and attack this creature or this construct. It after your second attack lands, the creature starts to go from a kind of a turquoise, greeny blue color to a bright red and start to shimmer and then kind of a light and then dissipate into
Oh
ash.
god, I thought it was going to blow up.
Yeah, me too.
We've all been playing too much bloody.
But you have
Oh my
successfully
God.
killed it.
Okay.
Jesus.
Steel watch for flashbacks.
That is my turn.
Cool. It will now be there go. So this one is going to move up to here. This one is also going to run up to here. And this one is going to 15, 20. Yeah, he's gonna. This one is going to use his action then to dash over here. But the two that moved, one is going to make its first attack against your Echo.
Mm-hmm.
He will pull out his great sword. Whatever. And he's going to swing at your Echo for a 15 to hit.
17 is my AC.
And then you use his second attack. Only a 14 to hit on that one. But the second one will then swing at your Echo as well.
With
With
advantage.
an 8. Advantage.
Flanking.
That one's dead, isn't it? The one in
Oh,
between?
I'm sorry.
That
Yeah,
one's
I'm
dead.
done.
That one's
Yeah,
dead.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was it. But a natural 16 for a dirty 20.
Yep.
On
So
the second
my-
second swing of the second one.
My echo drops into a powdery snow pile.
But that will finish their goes because the other one dashed and doesn't have a bonus action.
Does that one have any more movement and can get to me? And have it use his other attack?
It used both. It rolled a 4 on the first one, then a 16 on the second one.
Nice.
But it will use its second, the rest of its movement to move up to you. Yes. But that will finish their go. It will now be the other ones. So these ones are more kind of not armored, but in different types of robes.
Mm-hmm.
This one is going to float up to here. This one is also going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Move to there. And then both of them are going to start to put their hands together, and you see a spark of electricity start to whirl and form, and they release it forward. And I will need dexterity saves
Kamehameha.
from. I will turn on.
Oh my god, is that a full line of all
Are
of us?
they?
So I will need it from Tonk and
Oh.
Derek over here, and then from this one will be this will miss Tonk. This one.
So before I
Derek's gonna
make
make two.
before I make the mistake that I made last time, are they casting a spell?
So this
Or
one
is
just
this
says
an
static
ability?
discharge. It's an action.
No
Discharges
worries.
lightning bolt.
That doesn't sound like a spell.
Hmm.
I'll make my dexterity saving throw.
Yeah. It's not as
Derek's
high
gonna make
damage as
two.
well as like a standard lightning bolt. So it's
Natural 20.
perfect. So you pass your first one, so you only take half damage on that one, and then
Did
your
you-
second.
Didn't you say I didn't take the second one?
Derek makes two, not Tom.
Oh, sorry, Derek makes two. Sorry,
First one for Derek was 16,
passes.
and then a lot more than 16, 21.
Cool. So passes on both. Havoc.
Go to Kira.
What do you have, Dale?
13.
13. That's a fail.
Kira got
and then
22.
Kira passes. All right. So I'll roll. Where are the?
If this is
What
going
did
to be lightning damage, which
It
is what
is.
I feel like discharge will be, I would like to use my reaction to absorb elements.
Sure, absolutely. Does that mean you take half damage?
I will gain resistance to it and deal that damage back when I hit someone next.
You
With
want
a
to
melee
absorb?
So, but you
You want
take
to
full
absorb his
damage.
discharge?
Yeah, man.
So you take full damage, but then you gain resistance to lightning damage and deal
Yes.
lightning damage on your next attack.
Yes.
What's wrong, Jeremy? What do you got something in your eye?
All right. So the first lot.
Did you get it in your eye?
Discharge.
Not quick enough.
Oh, man.
All right. So 18 points of damage to. No, sorry,
Tonk.
18 halved. So 9 points of damage to Tonk and Derek on the first one.
Cool.
And then the second one is a lot higher. Rolled way better. 26 points of damage to Havoc, and half of that, so
13.
13
Okay, so
to
I still
Derek.
only take 13.
Oh, so you are resistant to it.
Yeah, I gain
yeah.
resistance off of like absorb elements gives me resistance to it. That's
Yeah. That's that's what I meant. Like, did you gain resistance straight away?
yeah. It's
Yeah. Cool.
When you moved everyone over, I think it put me back to full health. I can't remember. Was I on like 60? Did you say?
I put you back up to 60 because that's what I had in D&D Beyond.
Oh no, I just minus 13 and it put me down to 60. So I was full. So I got to do it again.
Oh, so that okay. So D&D doesn't have your correct HP. D&D Beyond doesn't have your correct.
No,
HP.
it does. My full is
Doesn't it?
73, but when we started, I don't think I was at full HP.
No,
We didn't-
I
we
no.
didn't take
You
a
were
short
you were
rest.
at 60 of 73.
Yes,
I
when
put
you
you
moved
back
us
up
over
to-
to this map. Oh,
No.
you did it.
I put you back down because I thought you were at full looking at D&D Beyond, but it still says 73.
Yeah, no, I never
Um,
do. I never update D&D Beyond.
Yeah. Okay. All
I
good.
should, but
All good. All right. That will finish there. It goes. Because last one is dead. Tonk.
I have a question.
Yes,
So, silence is a spell,
it is.
second level spell, but I can cast it at a higher level. I want to know.
Is
We're
there any
level-
benefit to casting at a higher level?
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. So at a second level, I can cast it at a point. If I was to cast it at a higher level, could I cast it on someone?
No. The properties of the spell is only on a location.
Okay.
'Cause I think it's one of those spells that doesn't really gain a benefit from being cast at a higher level.
No, it doesn't. That's why I was asking the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't run. Can I, from where I am now, can I move into this space here? Like if I go
I would say that
5 foot-
space that's the square that contains a majority of this old flower pot.
Oh, there's an old flower
So,
pot. Right.
yeah, I would say no.
So I go here.
Yeah.
I cast. I'm going to cast Word of Radiance.
Word of Radiance.
5 foot range. Make a con save. 16.
Sure. Is this a spell?
It is a spell. Well, it's a cantrip.
All right. So the one above you.
Mhm.
What type of save is it? Sorry. Con save.
Constitution.
18 on the one
Yeah,
above
pass.
you,
That saves.
and then the one to your left. 17.
Yeah. Okay. That's my turn.
No bonus action.
I don't have a lot of bonus actions.
That
You can
aren't.
cast spiritual weapon, can't you?
I could cast spiritual weapon. You're right. Yeah, let's do that.
What level would you like to cast it at?
Just a level 2,
9.
please.
Just
9.
level 2.
Level 9. And I will.
Place it where you want.
Thank you.
He didn't ask what you
Yeah.
could cast it at.
And I'll attack this dude above me.
Go for it.
That's a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Good. Finally, to do something. And roll a 1 on the die. 6 points of force damage.
Very good.
That's my turn.
Back to the top. Havoc.
I would like to. All right, in there now. I do not like spellcasters. I am going to run over to this guy on his own. I think you guys have that group covered. Hopefully. And then I am going to use my. I'm gonna ask the question again. Is this area dimly lit, or is it bright?
No, I would say it's
Full light?
dimly lit in this area because this is more of a pit. It doesn't have as much bright light as what the upper level does.
Finally, I'm gonna cast a 3rd level Shadow Blade.
Sure. Is that
Uh,
concentration?
It is.
Cool.
So I am concentrating now, and then I would like to make 2 attacks on this one right in front of me with advantage.
Go for
So
it.
level 3 Shadow Blade. That is that's wonderful. Spectacular. 13 on the first
13
one.
does not hit on the first.
With advantage.
That's with advantage. I rolled 2 and a 5. 26 to hit on the next one.
That definitely hits.
Wonderful. That will be one of you, one of you, one of you and one of you. Oh, you're an idiot, Dale. It's the dumbest thing I've ever done.
Okay.
So it'll take 2 points of lightning damage, I'm guessing, and
Oh,
nothing from all the psychic
Uh,
because it's a construct.
no, it will take 0 points of lightning damage, but will take psychic damage.
Will take psychic? Okay, well in that case it'll take a solid 18 plus 5 is 23 points of psychic damage.
Nice.
I was like waiting for it to be a construct that didn't take psychic. I'm like, well,
Reverse. Can't take lightning
okay.
damage. It's immune to lightning.
Yeah, immune to lightning. I wondered if that might be the case as well. But... Cool.
Anything else?
Nope, that's bonus action in both of my attacks, so we'll just hold it there.
Very good. Kira. No, actually, sorry. It is the other guy. I'm sick of having to call these. They're called Magans or Megan. I'm just going to call them the Megans from now on because fucking.
We'll just say that they referred to themselves
Megan.
in the third person before they did anything.
Megan.
I am
Well, it's
Megan.
Megans.
Hear
The
me.
Hypno Megan. Hypnos Megan.
Okay, Megan.
So, he's you're a dick. He's going to also flutter forward. I think he's just gonna move forward, and then with his hand is going to sort of gesture, pulling out a whip, and he's going to whip it at Havoc. Can you make a Wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom save?
Yes.
Ooh. Let's just roll on D&D. There we go. Oh, 22.
22.
On a wisdom save.
Yeah.
You take no damage. Doesn't take
No.
any
Wonderful.
damage. And then he's also just going to back up a little bit again. But that finishes his go. Kira.
These like barriers next to the steps
No.
kind of a thing?
All you see there is just a flat ledge.
Okay. So
You have full vision of what's happening kind of around Tonk and Ayala, although some of them are going to be quite hard to obviously like not so much the dude in between Tonk and
but to
Ayala,
run
but
from
B.
here to here,
Doesn't cost you any
through
extra
this.
movement.
It's not going to block me. It's like it's a
Where are you wanting to end your movement? Here? Like in this small square? Yeah, there?
yeah.
Then yeah, it's just 15 feet. Or plus the extra of wherever you move.
Oh, I guess I'd have to go start from here if I want a 20-foot run up. Cool. All right.
Derek, run.
Yes. Derek's gonna shimmy to the right
Hit him with the juke.
and then
Full blast.
run his 20 feet up to this guy here and try to fucking ram him.
The old prong blast, mate.
Oh, that is a natural 18 plus stuff.
Definitely
That's
hits.
It's gonna hit. Let's get a strength save from that guy, please.
7.
It's not gonna save.
Whoa.
If he's alive after this, he's prone. So 8, 6, 3.
Love that he's just on his side.
Hey,
I am horizontal now.
1, 2,
Why is
3.
everything on its side?
13.
13. Cool.
So he's still up. He's down, but he's up.
He's prone, but he's still up.
Cool. It's like,
He's up, but he's
Get
down.
down.
fucking
He lifts me up.
have at it, guys. And then Kira, still using her moonbow, is going to fire at the guy in front of Havoc. Actually,
Go for it.
First
Meg?
one, normal. That. Oh. 13.
13 misses.
More than that too.
Oof.
Now I'm going to take the neg because I got big rolls coming. Yeah. 15. We'll call that a 10. So 21.
21 hits.
Yeah, sick.
Nice. 21.
So 16. 4 and 2. 22.
22.
22 piercing.
Cool.
I'll use my bonus action. That'll be my turn. I'll stay here.
Sure. It will now be the Demos Magian's turns. No, sorry, Ayla. Sorry.
Yeah.
For some reason, in the encounter maker, if you put 16, you can't rearrange them. So you automatically put Ayla above Kira and put Kira below the Demos Magians. That's very annoying.
Just put us in consecutive numbers in the right order. Don't matter what the number is.
It's weird.
I will make my attacks with advantage on the guy that's laying on the ground in front of me.
Yeah, boy. Girl. Yeah,
Go for
girl.
it.
And the
You
second
go, girl.
the second one I'm going to use a superiority die to a natural 20 on the first one. So
Nice.
2d8 plus 5.
Woo!
19 damage. The first hit.
Yep.
And then the second
Not
one
119.
And then the second one, I will use a superiority die to make my attack and step back in a defensive flurry. For a 19 to hit.
19 hits. I don't know. A little bit hard for you to step back.
I'm not moving. I'm just
Oh, you just taking
I'm
a
using my
defensive stance.
my
Yeah,
defensive I'm using a superiority die to finish the flurry of that spear into a defensive position, I guess.
Gotcha.
And that is my last superiority die. Used them all up. That is 9, 14 damage.
Ooh, just enough. As you lay prone on the ground and you stab your spear into the ground with your second attack, he begins to vibrate and turn that red, and then his ash crumbles around your spear. He falls dead to the ground. So it will now be the last two Magians goes. This one is going to move to here. Actually, no, he's going to stay there. But he's going to. The first one's going to take his 2 attacks against you, Ayala.
Okay, with disadvantage.
It will be with disadvantage. It's not really. I mean, I guess. Yeah, sorry. Right. Yeah. So first one will be. That's not going to hit. It's going to be a 13 to hit, and then his second one will be a 7 to hit.
7?
Yeah, 7 to hit. That disadvantage came in clutch there because I rolled high on both of the other other dice.
So I'll just for Flare, as he comes in with his attacks, I'm just like really focused, and I'm using kind of like the butt end of my spear, and just kind of like parry away the 2 attacks.
But the other one is going to pull out a small crossbow. And take a shot at. Going to take a shot at you, Tonk. With a 17 to hit.
Misses.
And that will finish their go. Yeah, that will finish their go. It will now be the Magians goes. So they're both already in combat, so they're just going to stay in combat. And both are going to use a shocking touch, or actually 2 shocking touch attacks, of which, if you are wearing metal armor,
Oh,
they have advantage. So Tonk will be advantage. Does Havoc wear metal armor? No, leather light armor.
It's studded leather.
No, that's not. I wouldn't consider that to be metal armor.
No, me neither.
Not,
So
not half
that would
plate
Just
armor.
making
no,
sure.
not half.
if you don't
plate
get the
armor.
AC for it, surely you shouldn't get the.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
These will be
Like
advantage
my
against Tonk and then
AC.
just standard against Havoc.
No worries.
Sorry, against you, Tonk. First
Yeah.
one.
So,
I rolled terrible.
good.
1 and a 6.
Mm.
So it's a 12.
Misses.
The second one, that'll definitely hit. It's a natural 18 plus 6.
Yeah.
So you take 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Doesn't get his charge back. And then the one against you, Havoc, first one, it's natural 17. Plus 6, so will be
Okay.
23.
I'll burn a shield.
Sure.
I'll bump
And
my
then
AC up.
second attack, natural 20.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't.
Outside
Are
of
you-
range.
Yeah.
Outside of range. Yeah, outside 30
Just-
feet.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh my!
You will take, what is it, plus
Character development.
10 points of lightning damage.
Oh, it's not too bad. And I gotta make a con save.
and you
Yeah,
explode.
Concentration. Yeah, cool. Save, easy save there, and
He does get
Yeah,
his back. That's
I'm
exciting.
fine.
Oh.
Ooh, and you're lined up as well, if he lives.
Yeah, he's got to survive my turn first.
Yeah. Tonk. What was your...
Okay.
I'm just going to move these out of the way.
Yeah.
Well, considering the dude just tried to shocking grasp me, whatever it was,
He did.
I'm
try to do
gonna
that.
pull out my dagger and try and stab him with a dagger.
Stab him back.
I'm gonna use a melee attack for the first time ever. Hey, that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 hits.
Nice. It's not gonna be much. It's 1d4. And that's a 1. So 4 points of damage.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then can my spiritual weapon take up this space here?
Yes, absolutely.
It's floating. Yeah. I'm gonna attack him with that too.
Go for it.
Natural 19 for a 27.
That also hits.
Let's roll something other than a 1, please, damage die. Hey, it's a 3. What is that? Spiritual weapon. Damage is plus 5, I believe. Yes. 8. 8 points of force damage.
Very good. Any movement? Anything else?
I'm going to move here. I think.
Sure.
Let Derek have a go.
Finishing your go, Havoc. You are up.
Havoc is just gonna wail into the dude that just decided to critically shock him.
Go for it.
Make 2 attacks with my Shadow Blade. First one's a 20 to hit.
Hits.
That'll be 19 points of damage.
Still up.
Fuck off. 14 to hit.
14's his AC.
Oh, let's go.
Oh,
Let's go.
Motherfucker. I got a 13 before. God damn it.
18 points of psychic damage.
As you slice through with your Shadow Blade, he begins to vibrate red and dissipate into ash.
Wonderful.
Wunderbar.
What's this one been doing? He's just chilling.
He's
Chilling.
been trying to do a couple of things. He definitely tried to attack you with something, and you felt it kind of hit you.
I'm gonna not learn from my mistakes and run further away from the guy that protects me from crits. because I don't understand how divine magic works.
Fair enough. It will now be his go. Of which
Just make a measure out real quick.
Double the distance.
sure.
I was already out of distance, and I survived. It was fine. What's the problem?
Havoc, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saves are great. Oh, that's not so great. That's an 11.
An 11. As you run up to this Magian's face in preparation to start to attack, he stays very calm and just speaks back to you. Run away. And suggests you to run away.
Suggests. Oh. Okay.
Isn't that only 6 seconds though?
No.
Oh, isn't it?
At least a
Suggestion
minute
lasts for like an hour. That's
Oh,
like
really?
command.
until you fulfill the.
Suggestion has a 8-hour duration.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to run away for 8 hours. Dang, bro. It's a long time.
But that will finish his go. Because obviously he doesn't want to break that. But none of you know that.
No.
Kieran.
Would you not?
Move forward. I got line of sight on that guy.
Yeah, I would say you do have sight on him, but he's got half cover because it's from that far away. The ledge probably comes into play a little bit, and then also basically where he's positioned with Havoc as well.
Can we see him from where we are?
From where you are, no.
So there's a wall in between us.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
55.
I can remove it a little
No,
bit.
no, it's
it's
okay.
good,
No,
it's
no, I wasn't sure if this was a wall.
Oops. You get a little bit of a sneak peek.
No, didn't say anything.
Okay. With my bonus action, I'll move my hunter's mark to him, guy in front of Havoc.
Sure.
Did I was like down here, wasn't I? When I started.
As when you start your turn, you where you are when you start your turn.
I was here.
No, I'm pretty sure you were right up against the bottom of the map.
Yeah, so I moved myself for a second. God. Yeah, like I'm about to say. All right, I'll just move myself to like here, and so his AC is just higher.
Yes, he has a plus
Down here.
5 to his AC.
+5.
Sorry, +2 half cover. +2.
Who's hot?
Is there something that negates?
Sharpshooter does.
Yeah,
Right?
sharpshooter. Sharpshooter gets rid of
sharpshooter?
cover. Yeah, that's why he's been taking the neg.
Oh, then yeah.
So if I take the neg, it negates his half cover.
The neg is
No.
Sharpshooter
You just, no,
always avoids cover.
it's a separate. That's a separate. Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
passive.
Why did Laudner take sharpshooter then? Was it purely to ignore? Oh, no, that's spell sniper. Never
Spell
mind.
sniper. That's
That was
different.
not. Yeah.
Wait, sorry. So I'm confused. He's still going to have the
No,
plus.
he doesn't get a bump to his AC.
Because you have sharpshooter.
Oh, okay. So even if I don't take the neg, he doesn't get the bump.
Correct.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
the
sharpshooter.
that's his
That's the whole
passive.
point of sharpshooter.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool. Well, I'll take the neg anyway. I'll just take the my neg. Whatever. Moonbug.
My neg. My neg. My neg.
No, that's going to be 11 to hit.
11 does not hit.
No, I'm going to do it again. Take the neg. That'll hit, surely. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
Noise.
It was a 27. So 2 and a 1 damage die.
I feel that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 19.
19.
That's not nothing.
Oh, sharpshooter.
Constitution.
12.
Oh. Yeah, that's all. That's all I can do.
Ayala.
Bonus action to drink a health potion.
Sure.
Oh, I don't have any anyways. Oh, I will make 2 attacks.
Go to Tog.
Bonus action to summon my echo here.
Mhm.
And then I want to make 2 attacks on this guy.
Go
Has
for
he been wounded yet? Not that matters to what I'm doing, but
He has been wounded. Yes, he was part
Okay.
of the fireball.
okay. Yeah, so that is a 27 to hit on the first one.
27 hits.
And on the second one will be a that's a natural 14, so 22.
22 hits.
Get to reroll once. Into a 1. Unlucky. So 6
Jesus.
damage and 12 damage. So a total of 18 damage.
Very good.
Oh my god, I
Any-
have not been rolling my radiant, my moonbow this whole time.
Well, that's unfortunate. Anything else from Ayala?
I want to be a little bit cheeky, I think. Not that it is going. I'm going to have my echo move back into this place.
Sure.
That would.
He will hold his reaction.
Yep. Okay. That will be my turn.
Sure. I'm gonna roll a d6. 1 to 3, he doesn't react. 4 to 6, he does. It's a 4. So he will take his reaction.
Okay.
He doesn't have a high enough intelligence to. I don't think. No. Yeah. No. Natural 18.
Yeah. So that'll kill my echo. And then seeing him focus his attention on my echo there for a second, I am going to move.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move like okay. Oop, wrong one. Move like there.
Okay. Now will be the Magen's go. Seeing as you moved away and Tonk is now the closest target, they're both going to move forward into flanking positions to attack Tonk.
Sick.
So they will roll their multi-attack greatsword attacks against you, Tonk. So
Okay.
first one, natural 20.
Cancel it, but yeah.
So it'll be 1 hit. His second attack will not hit with a 16.
Mhm.
So I'll roll the damage for that first guy. Is it that one there? No, wrong dice. You'll take 10 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
And then the second guy will make his attacks. Natural 1 and a natural 19.
Wow.
And then the second attack, natural 1 and natural 5.
Okay.
So he'll miss on the second one.
Sure.
You'll take 10 points of slashing damage again.
Okay.
And that will finish those 2 goes. It will now be the last Magin's go, and he will make his 2 shock and grasp attack against you, Tonk.
Fuck me. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
First one will be a 22 to hit.
Yeah, hits. Yeah.
Yep, +6. Yep. And then the second one will be a dirty 20.
Yeah, both hit.
You will take 11 plus 8 lightning damage. So
Okay.
Nine.
Still up.
19 lightning damage.
Still up.
19? 11 plus
Yep.
8? Yeah,
Yep.
19. And that will finish. There goes. He does not get his thing back. But that will finish that, Tonk. It is your go now.
Yowza. Tonk's fucked up. I'm going to turn on the one above me.
B. Yep.
You see a red sort of glow from the hands of Tonk, and I reach out, try and touch the guy in front of me, and cast Vampiric Touch. For an 18.
18 hits.
Cool. So 3d10. No, 3d6. That'd be cool. 13 points of damage. And I regain 6 points of damage. 6 points.
You said 13.
13.
Cool.
And then my spiritual weapon's going to take another attack at the same guy that it's been
The one below it.
wailing. Yep.
Cool. A.
19 to hit.
19 hits.
Let's roll high. Let's roll above average here. Come on. Yay! Max damage. 13 points of damage on him.
Nice.
And that's. He's used. Oh no, they've had their turn again. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to sit still. Yeah.
Okay. Havoc, please run away. Sorry, it doesn't.
Oh.
It say it. I was looking at the spell. It basically doesn't specify how that looks. It just you
Suggestions are
pursue
weird
the
spell.
course of action.
Yeah.
So I would imagine that would be movement, action, dash, run away.
Does it use your whole? Like, does it use your entire?
It doesn't
It's-
specify. It says the
turn.
target must make a wisdom
Yeah.
saving throw on a failed save. It pursues the course
Suggestions
of
probably
action
one of the.
you described
Yeah.
to the best of its ability, which is what
Yeah,
gets me.
it's-
The best of its ability.
It's one of the most awkward spells in the game, but it's
Mm.
also I will not do it. It has to be reasonable.
Yes.
If my character doesn't think it would be reasonable to, like, for my own safety to run away, I won't do
Yeah.
it. So it's a really weird spell.
Yeah.
You wouldn't run into a pit. You wouldn't run into
Yeah,
a
don't
fire.
run into
I'm not
Yeah,
going to
that-
run into a pit. I'm not going to run past a bunch of people that I think are going to hurt me, because that's
Mhm.
suicide, right? But action
So what's your
dash,
movement
my movement is 40.
with
So
blades
it'd
on
be
that?
like, yeah. So my movement's 30 and then 40 with
You're
blade
moving
song. So
80
I'll
feet.
run
So
like
you're moving 80. So
80
I would
feet,
say you're
yeah.
moving. I would say you're basically at the edge of the map, heading towards the stairs to run up the pit. That's how I would see it. But yeah, cool. So finishing your goes.
Saving throw?
There's no saving throw. There's no repeated saving throw
Oh.
on suggestion.
Yeah.
Because the duration is 8 hours.
That's cooked.
Suggestion is one of those spells that is a little bit
That's
fucked.
tough. Yeah.
I mean, that's why there's only
I,
one
I,
brain
I,
here.
I used it in an encounter once, and it was like, oh yeah, there's this ogre. I'm just gonna say wait there,
Mhm.
and we just had a long rest while we waited because there's nothing saying you can't be concentrating during a long rest. Like
Yeah.
I was in I think I didn't take a rest. Everyone else did. It's like I'm just gonna sit here and concentrate for 8 hours, and the rest of you can rest, and then you'll kill it.
Ayla, can I have a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdomous.
Wisdomus.
Here we go. 10.
10.
We're in trouble there.
This is not suggestion because I can't recast it at
Mm.
someone else because it would break on thing. This is just his
Sure.
psychic lash. So you take 12 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
But that will finish his go because he moved and just used his action to do that. It would now be Kira's go.
Okay. With my bonus action, I'm just going to command Derek to maul the construct
Maul.
in front of him.
Sure.
Mm. 14.
14 does not hit.
For fuck's sake. Oh.
If it was the
Curious.
one behind him, he would have. But not the one in front.
Yeah, I was hoping maybe. Fucking roll a 6. And then I'll just moonbow the one that's got Hunter's Mark on them.
Sure.
And I'll actually roll for radiant damage this time. Take the nuke. 29. That is 28 minus 5.
Oof.
That hits.
I'm going to roll damage first. Hunter's Mark. Yeah. You don't want me to break up the damage.
No, not for Radiant.
Yeah, cool. Fucking 2 and a 1 again on my D6s. 4 from my D4 though.
What's
So 16, 20, 23.
How do you want to do this?
Yes.
Kira looks at the bow and realizes that she didn't flick the switch for radiant damage. She flicks it on.
Didn't turn on the
And-
tracer.
and then just shoots him in through the shoulder, and it just happens to kill him. This is
Nice.
a weak bitch. Just my Achilles shoulder, and then doesn't explode. Okay. And then I'm going to use my last moonbow at the one that's not wearing armor.
Sure.
Up there. Take the nug. Ooh. 17 to hit.
Hits.
Yeah, cool. All right. It does not have Hunter's Mark. Don't do that. Cool.
You could move.
I think he bonus action
No, bonus
commanded.
action. Derek,
Derek.
yeah, that's correct.
Never mind.
16, 17, 23.
How you want to do this one?
Yes. Get all
Sake.
the HYD.
So the spiritual weapon was there, like behind it. I want to like. Kira shoots the arrow and like hits him like in the
Ricochets
right
off.
across the abdomen, and it kind of like stumbles back. And it's like and he backs into the
He
spiritual
falls
weapon.
onto the spiritual weapon. You fell on your own sword.
Yeah.
Nice.
Also, Derek's no longer. Sorry, Havoc's no longer
Havoc is no longer suggested.
Thank you.
suggestive.
Stop running.
Why are you running? I'll just end my turn there. I don't need to move.
Cool. Ayala.
I will step back into the line of fire here with this dude. Summon my echo and make my attacks on him.
Go for it.
Open to do damage. Yeah, it's 22
Hits.
for 12 damage.
Which one is this baby? How much, sorry?
12.
Still up.
And then my second attack, it probably won't hit. That is only an 18. Maybe hits.
It's a what? Sorry?
18 total.
18 hits.
Okay. Cool. I haven't
Fucking
rolled
hope
that
so.
low yet on against these guys. For 8 damage.
He had 2 HP left after your first attack.
Hey. Yeah, so the first attack from my position, the second attack from the Echo's position, and it's just like skewers him.
Sure. Oh, cool. Yep.
Dope.
Anything else?
You touch tips in the middle. Spears.
Yeah. I want to do something. I've ruined.
Crazy.
No, I can't. Sorry. I'm dumb. No, I'll just move. To here with the last bit, and I'm good.
Okay. It will be the last Demos Magen's turn. And he's going to attack you, Tonk.
Mm-hmm.
But he doesn't have advantage.
Mm-hmm.
So these are just 2 single rolls.
It won't matter. He's still gonna kill me.
So the first one
It's the hit.
Yeah, it's true.
is a natural 5.
Yay!
The second one is a natural 13 for a 17.
Yay, misses.
It is your go, Tonk.
bonk.
Everything else is dead.
Tonk bonk.
Honk bonk.
No, tonk bonk doesn't really work because tonk's not very strong.
Because don't be bonking.
Don't be bonking. I honestly didn't think I was going to get this far, so give me a sec. You know, we're just gonna word of radiance again.
If your spiritual weapon too.
No. Toll the dead. Actually, you can toll the dead him.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom save, yeah.
Natural 2.
Cool. 2d12s.
Big damage.
Yes,
Come on.
taking damage, yeah.
Oh, it's a 10 and a 1. That's pretty good though. What's that? 16.
Nearly
points of-
average.
You hear the bell ring.
Boom.
Did I ring his bell?
You did ring his bell, but he's still up.
Damn it. The spiritual weapon's going to try and stab him in his stupid face. And another 18.
Hits.
That's D8. For a 1. 6 points of force damage.
Still up.
Oh, you dog.
He was the least hurt out of
That's
them.
my turn.
He's the one that saved
Um,
on the
yeah.
fireball.
Yeah. Have it. Do
Yeah,
anything
I'm
from
not
there.
far away. This is only like a 5 foot
Do another
wall.
fireball.
No, up here. Up here is the 5-foot ledge.
Do
Oh,
another
okay.
fireball.
So if you get up there, sure,
Jinx
I'll let you
rocket
make an attack.
incoming.
Just for the corner of like just hitting him.
No, you can run straight to him from there, but you'd just be below the ledge. Like if he wants to run to there.
I'll run up and then I'll do my rabbit hop over the wall.
Yeah, perfect.
Boing.
Boing. Then I'll make 2 attacks.
This guy is surrounded.
I hear it.
Nat 20.
Yeah, okay.
Nice.
I just
He
give me
is-
the satisfaction of rolling 60.
Yes.
15 HP
68.
left.
Yes, it's a 3d8 finesse weapon. Is a level 3 shadow blade. 25
Damn.
points of psychic damage. Roll low.
Yeah.
He had 15
Obliterates
HP
him.
left.
Yeah.
And Tonk passes out on the floor.
Ayla too, to be honest. I'm pretty exhausted.
But having vanquished all of
Many.
these constructs, and your party sort of free to inspect this observatory, we might just take a 5-minute break.
Cool.
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh man, no. Down
Don't
to
talk
4
back to their head voice, Tonk. You fuck.
4 HP.
Oh,
I had.
that's what you get for back
All
talking
that.
the head voice.
But yeah, well. Sick of taking orders from bad people.
You're the one that said, "Or what?" What the hell is that?
Soundboard.
Where's are these like server locked?
No.
You can't use this sound right now.
Oh, they must be. Like Red R?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all in there. Then you can add a sound for legal.
All right. Burb.
For some reason, I thought you were really good at wisdom saving throws.
Me?
Well,
I've got +4. As far as saving throws go, I'm not bad, but I'm proficient in them. It's just that I don't have much of a modifier.
Mm.
I rolled a 7.
you were the last person I wanted to go for. I wanted to hit Ayala with it.
Suggestion's just a weird spell.
Ooh, so.
'Cause it's like, technically, it's like, oh, can you suggest someone just gives me all that, like, just give me all your money?
I really wanted to hit that first one on Crab when you were like
Mm.
all around him.
What would you have suggested, though? Because I don't think you can suggest someone attacks, because that's not reasonable.
Protect us.
That's not reasonable, though. Not for
Isn't it?
him. No. So, like, it has to be reasonable for that person with everything that they can see. They don't turn on their allies. That's like dominate person. That's way too strong. Like, you are suggesting a course of action that has to be reasonable for that person to do.
Yeah.
That's why even
true.
flee for me, like, I looked at that and I'm like, that's borderline. Like, because even that's not that, like, in the situation that we're in, that's like, is that reasonable for me to just run away from everyone? Do I see that as reasonable? Ooh.
Right.
And that's where it gets.
What
That's
level
what I mean by it's
suggestion?
weird.
What level spell is it?
2.
Oh, so it's not a high level spell.
No, if it was a high level spell, I'd be like, yeah, look, probably.
Yeah.
But like, it's a like you're putting that in this. It's like the same category as, you know, what's some other like control-y spells? Hold person, right? Hold person paralyzes one target for a minute, not 8 hours.
Yeah.
I think that's and has no repeat save. And I think that's the thing that's got to be taken into account. The fact that there's no repeat save. If you or any of your companions damage the target, the spell ends. So, like that, no one can hurt, no one can touch you. That's one thing. You can also specify special conditions.
Yeah, okay. So it has to, because it says the suggestion must be worded in such a manner as to make the course of action sound reasonable. So
Yeah.
if it's
Protect us
worded,
isn't really reasonable.
no, but if it's worded in a way, so what if it was
You
like,
could be like, don't attack
oh,
us. That's probably that might be, but even
yeah, perhaps it would actually be more like, hold back these intruders or something like that.
yeah, but that's even that. I don't think someone like Ayla sees that as reasonable because she doesn't see us as intruders. Because you're not changing the person's perception of other people. Because, like, in order to do that, the reason that I see that like that is like, in order to turn someone against their allies, you're looking at spells that are like 5th level,
No.
right? And have repeat. Like, you look at dominate person. That's a 5th level spell that has repeat saving throws and lasts for a minute. And it has course of actions like attack that creature, run over there. It's way more specific. I don't think you can, because to me, attacking your allies isn't a reasonable course of action. Because it doesn't turn you, like, you still know who the enemy is.
I mean, yeah, I guess suggestion is not really a combat spell. You can't really use it in a combat situation.
You can, I think, but like to me, it's like a slightly. It should be viewed as like a little bit more powerful, maybe command. But even then, like, there's a lot of things I don't think you could do with suggestion that you can do with command. Because grovel, like, go prone, I don't think is a reasonable suggestion.
Yeah.
Because I think that puts someone knows that actively puts them in harm.
I think it's in the name, like it's called suggestion. Like you're only
Yeah.
suggesting
I
to
I
someone.
mean, I guess I could
suggest
just
you
say
do
like
this.
wait in the corner sort of thing because that's a reasonable suggestion. But then you could just say that it's not a reasonable suggestion in that situation.
And that's the whole point. That's why suggestion is such an awkward spell.
Yeah.
It's like, is it reasonable within the situation that you're in? Because sometimes it won't be, and sometimes it will be. It's like, it's reasonable to suggest someone waits outside in a shop, but if you're killing all my friends, it's not reasonable to suggest I leave the area.
Yeah, it's a tricky one.
If I say wait right there, and it's like, okay, that seems reasonable, but then I start setting up smoke powder barrels around you, all of a sudden that request is unreasonable because you are being set up to die and you would be aware of that. You don't consider me your ally.
I mean,
Like, to
saying
me,
someone to wait right there in a combat situation is not really reasonable, though, is it?
No, I don't think it is either, to be honest. In combat suggestion, to me, I find it weird that suggestion doesn't have the like disadvantage in if you're in combat.
Yeah.
Text like charm person does, because to me it's essentially the same.
Yeah.
But I think that's the whole point of like they've gotten around that by being like a reasonable course of action, and then it's like, well, what the fuck's reasonable? Like, because to me in combat the only reasonable course of action is kill the enemy, like, or protect my friends. Like, they are two reasonable courses of action. Telling someone to run away is borderline. Telling someone to defend them instead of, like, if I was facing an opponent and I was like, defend me and not your allies, it's like, well, that's not really reasonable. It's a weird spell. Is it reasonable to tell a noble to give me his
No.
his
Or a
thing
shopkeeper,
for a
give me
gold?
all your inventory. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the first time I've ever used it in like an actual
Or like
combat
I
situation.
get, and the argument is
it's a weird spell.
Yeah, the argument's really weird, nonstop, right? It's like, just stop may be unreasonable. Just to do nothing
Yeah, in the
in the
that's what
right
we were saying,
circumstance.
like,
Yeah.
you can't. If someone said stop in the middle of combat, that's arguably unreasonable because it's like, well, it's like drop your weapons. It's like, no, there's a different spell for that. That's called command. And it is a single instance, not an 8. I think the reason that it has to be you have to be more careful with it is it's got an 8-hour duration.
Yeah.
But the other thing is too is like it literally reads a suggestion like a hypothetical in the spell about a knight
Yeah.
giving up his horse. That to me is kind of unreasonable, right? Like
Yeah.
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 So like it's just kind of overall kind of a weird spell, and you got to roll with it.
Have you guys ever looked up like upcasting it?
Mm-mm.
Pretty sure is it this one or mass suggestion that you upcast? One of them can be upcast to extend its duration up to like a year.
Oh God.
It's
Yeah,
not suggestion.
mass suggestion. Mass suggestion. You can. It's sixth level, but if you upcast it, it's 24 hours is mass suggestion, so it hits up to 12 creatures. 7th level spell slot makes it 10 days. 8th level spell slot makes it 30 days. If you use a 9th level spell slot, its duration is a year and a day.
Yeah. I think the thing that that really limits it is I think it specifically says that it's one word that you give, isn't it?
That's
No.
command.
Mass suggestion is a sentence, 1 or 2 sentences.
Oh,
Yeah.
hell yeah! So you could be
That's
like,
you're
Same as
thinking
suggestion.
command.
yeah. So you can think you
Command
could
is one
do
word.
you could do like along the lines of like give up or like stop fighting and serve X god at X temple for the rest of your life.
Become my devout followers.
Yeah.
For a year and a day, I have 12 people that are my devout followers.
Yeah.
If that's reasonable.
That was very
Posse.
interesting.
Yeah. And I believe that that lovely one isn't actually concentration.
Hmm.
Yeah, mass suggestions are not concentration. So you could just do it every day and just create a following for a year and a day and just have this rolling group of a ridiculous amount of people.
Yeah, just keep putting in the command itself that they will willingly fail the next command or the next suggestion.
Yeah.
Creepy.
You will willingly, and in 1 year you just start recasting. So what's
Yeah,
that? You could have
yeah.
12 times 365. There's that many days in a year.
That's hilarious.
12 times
Is it-
365 followers that you can
Isn't it
just constantly
concentration, though?
use. No,
No,
mass
it-
suggestions
No, it's
not.
not. Brutal.
So broken.
Okay.
Anyway, I didn't actually leave to grab anything. Give me a minute.
Oh, is that what the dudes look like? That's weird.
Yeah.
That's the dude that
that suggested.
that suggested yes. This is the
And he was not a Megan, right?
no, he was.
Okay.
They all were.
What? All of them, even the. Oh, okay.
And then this was the one that did the lightning.
So they weren't they're not necessarily constructs in a way that we would typically see them as constructs. In the same way.
Create Magen is a spell.
Okay.
Oh,
They're created by wizards
Mm.
or
okay.
other arcane methods. But that's above the table.
Mm-hmm.
That's concerning.
Trap. It's a trap.
Let's try.
It's a trap. I think that's the lowest I've ever got you, Jamie.
No, you've knocked me down.
Oh, have I? Oh.
Yeah. Last 2 sessions ago. 3 sessions ago.
Okay.
Outside the portal.
Yeah.
Kira ever come down? I don't think so.
No.
Derek has.
Kira ever taken damage?
You got close
Lightly.
on the ship. Like that was sketchy. I remember that. You were
Oh yeah.
really fucked
Against
up on
the
the ship.
Yeti?
Mhm.
Oh, on the
Yeah, the blue dragon thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, right. And then you were in a bad position for the Yeti fight. The ice Yeti with the druid.
The funny thing is, I think your AC is at least as good as mine, probably slightly better.
Mine's 16.
Okay, so the same.
But you run into combat, so
Mm-hmm.
statistically, you're getting hit more.
I have 84 health, so I'm kind of like tanky by
I'm not
means
too far
of
behind
extra
that.
health. Wait, did you spend points into Constitution?
I'm a +2.
Interesting. Yeah, 'cause I'm a +4, so it's not at each. There's probably a difference there just between each level. It's the gap between the two of us. Because you're what, 70 something? 72?
3. Considering, you're running in,
Mm-hmm.
it's not that big of a difference. We're the same may say that.
I have like other ways to help with damage, and I do it every now and then. Is put the echo in a
Second
position
wind
to
and-
take the hit for me instead, right? So I guess that's an incalculable amount of AC that you can put there, just not taking a hit at all, taking someone's whole action phase
I
potentially.
could use Derek if I needed to, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Sorry. The I suppose after defeating all of these constructs, you are left with the closed doors of the observatory in front of you.
The voice doesn't come back.
No, the voice does not come back.
Good.
Does it cost you a lot to cast your hut, Havoc?
Sorry, what was the question?
Havoc,
Havoc.
does it cost you a lot to cast the hut? The dome.
Is he deaf?
It takes me. Sorry, I was. It's 11 minutes. It takes me 11 minutes to set up.
To be honest, I'm in a pretty bad way. I could really use a bit of a rest. I don't know what's in there. There are more of those guarding inside like there was the outside. I don't believe I would make it.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Well, I can do it in here, or we can go somewhere else. It's But I can set that up for us.
I think no matter where we go, we could be open ourselves up for risk of more things.
Agreed.
The only guaranteed is this moment right now. I think we could just stay here.
All right. Well, I'll get prepared, and you'll see me kind of find a spot, clear out some space, and start to
I'll just kind of be
prep
standing guard until
all my
it's
magic.
Sure. Easy enough to do. Finding a space big enough to fit your hut. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the meantime while Havoc is ritually casting his spell?
Is the thought that we'll take a long rest in this hut? Is that the thinking?
At least a short rest.
Is there any evidence of like a day period in this place that we're in?
You have not seen a day cycle since you've been here. That being said, you've only probably been here for a couple of hours, maybe.
Mm. But there's no moon that we see, and there's no sun or anything like that. What's the light source?
The light source is the
Orb.
artificially generated light around the city.
Right. So it's like a walking around a city at night time with streetlights and stuff.
Yeah, I would say that they're quite powerful light sources. It's not like it's dimly lit everywhere,
Sure.
except in this particular location because you're in a bit of a pit. But yes, in this area, it is probably a little bit darker than higher up.
Once we get the dome up, I could do a little bit of scouting. I don't know if your hawk havoc, if that's still been around, right?
I mean, I can keep the dome up. I just have to stay in it.
My thought was I can maybe sneak in with my echo and take a look to see what we can prepare ourselves for. It's up to you guys. If you
Yeah.
don't want to disturb the area, then I'm okay with that. With doing that just before we go in.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I probably keen to just get the dome up first, and then
Yeah.
we can decide what we want to do from there. Very much like to rest.
The rest would be good.
Mm.
Well, let's get the dome set up, and then I think rest might be the best move.
Sure. Okay.
Nothing can come in or out, but if something was to dispel it, that is a problem. So it's best we don't antagonize anything.
Agreed.
Good point.
So after a short period, Havoc finishes ritually casting his spell, and your dome is there. And by the sounds of it, you begin your short rest, long rest.
I think we're going for a long rest.
I think so too.
Going for a long
Yeah.
rest. Is there anything anyone would like to do during this long rest?
Was there any items that we needed to be checked?
Like identified.
I don't quite remember.
Hmm.
Did we get anything out of the area in the hag's room? Was there something from that?
I don't think
Wasn't there a
so.
stone?
DM is nodding, so I'm assuming yes.
Oh, if you're wanting me, yes, yes, you did receive. There was a red pebble.
Did I?
Why
Did I
no,
already?
bear?
It was a bear.
Oh, with
Bear.
bear.
I'll check the bear.
Oh,
The bear stone.
Sure. Should have kept the link. Where is it? So you're casting Identify, I'm assuming. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure am.
I will tell you the name of it in a moment when I find the link. But basically, it's an item that, when activated, summons a giant bear for 8 hours.
8 hours.
Or an hour. Whatever it is. Whatever the item is.
Does it
Just a one-time
listen
use.
to what we say?
It's a one-time use.
Does it follow our command?
just turn on us.
Yes,
instantly.
it follows your command. Yes.
And when there's nothing
Son
left
of
to
a bear.
fight,
Oh.
then we fight it.
Eats
Crack.
Derek straight away.
Practice.
My question would be the staff of healing recharges daily at dawn.
That's a good question.
We entered in here at like the middle of the night.
No, you didn't. You entered in the morning
Oh,
during
okay.
the day
Okay.
because you had a long rest.
That's
Uh,
right. Then
We had the
No,
fight
it
at
w-
night. It would have been mid-morning. Like we had the fight
yeah,
at
it would have
night,
been. Yeah,
and then we
Mm,
rested right after.
yeah.
Before we came into
it
work.
would have had full recharges when you entered.
yes,
Or
but then
rolled
since
recharges.
then,
So right now it's probably like what, like late afternoon, evening.
I mean, you are unsure.
We could
can you just let me know when I can
hypothesize.
roll it then?
Yeah, we can hypothesize that it's probably
You know
not
what?
going to recharge after this long rest.
Well, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
I've got keen mind. Keen mind does a lot of things.
Matt was so annoyed by that all the time. It's cracking me up.
Keep in mind.
To be fair, there was times where it's like I should
wasn't
know how
wrong.
to get back from this, and
Yes,
it's like, and he's
yeah.
like, yeah, but like, stop it! Like,
Yeah.
I want you to find this difficult. He's like, no.
I would say it would not recharge because it recharges at dawn, right?
Yeah, dawn. Yeah,
Yeah, it would not recharge
Okay.
after this long rest.
That's fine. All good.
Let us know
That's
what
all.
time during the day
I
it does
won't.
recharge.
Yeah, just let me know when I can.
If it does.
It is a figurine of wondrous power. Finally found it.
Cool.
That sounds amazing.
Does sound amazing.
Give it to me now. I need
By the way,
power.
Do it.
Give it.
did you end
Unlimited
up making any
power.
alterations to
The
Yeah, I sent you
gauntlet.
the link.
the gauntlet?
Yeah, the new link.
Trey
Oh,
gauntlet.
I
there was
might
a
not
new
have
link.
published it. I did fix it, yes. And I thought I sent you the link. I may have not published it though. No, I didn't. It's still stuck on private. Tell me if you can see this. Or is it private? Are you able to see that?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
That was the change I made to it. Yeah, so the figurine of wondrous power. This red pebble is of a bear. It can become a bear for up to 6 hours. Once it has been used,
Cool.
it can't be used again. Or
So
sorry, a
does the-
giant bear.
Does the giant bear disappear?
What do you
Or
mean
does the-
disappear?
Like does after
It
the
turns
6
into
hours,
meat for us. Sacrifices itself at the end of its
goes
6 hours.
just vanishes?
No, it disappears.
Okay.
It
Cool.
becomes sentient.
Could become very handy.
I'll
Runs away.
kind of roll out
Feels
my
like
my pack after the dome is up. I'm guessing that's kind of probably wrapped up. I mean, if you're identifying things, it is, right? And I'll I'll kind of sit down cross-legged on the floor and I'll sigh really heavily. And there's nowhere to find a private moment, I guess, but probably should have a conversation with all of you. But Kira, I'm sorry for what happened earlier. I know that probably wasn't, not probably, it definitely was not the greatest call to choose the timing to kind of goof around. I realized that kind of brought an extra level of danger to us. I guess up to that moment, it didn't feel like it was as serious, that this place seemed a little empty, but I should have known better. And I'll look at the group. Yeah. It was I got lost in not taking it too seriously. Hope you know that it
It's all
wasn't something intentional. It's just sometimes how I cope with big feelings.
it's all right, Ayla. I probably overreacted myself. Uh, this is just so far from the reality that I know. I don't know how everyone else is experiencing this, but I'm well, because I haven't spoken about it either. I only know how I'm coping with this, and it's not well. Um, I yeah, I'm sorry if I was a bit harsh there before. I do appreciate the apology. And no, it probably wasn't the right call to make, but everyone's okay, and we're, you know, these are the experiences we learn from.
Yeah, I just I should have known better. Like, yes, those gargoyles weren't that big of a deal, but what if? What if it had alerted this thing, this person uh, here? Strixnor obviously wields a lot of power in this place specifically, so it was very, very bad decision.
We can't hold on to the what ifs. So you can take responsibility for what happened, and that's probably for the best. But you don't need to go any further than that. We can just let's just concentrate on what's important now. And it looks like everyone's pretty exhausted at the moment and a bit
Hmm.
beat up. So let's just take a moment for ourselves and
Sleep sounds good.
mm,
Mm.
Do we need to stay watch?
Well, between Kira kind of generally paying better attention than any of us, and no one can come in here, we should be fine.
But didn't you mention something about the dome being dispelled? Could we get caught off guard if that happens?
Um, that's where I think. I mean, I'm pretty sure why Kira is sleeping. Air
Mm,
quotes. She pays more attention than I do while I'm awake. So
that is very true.
A very good point.
I,
Sh-
I'll only need a few hours and then I can
Would you
pay full attention.
Would you like someone to watch your back while you meditate for those few hours?
I mean, I can ask Derek to
Mm.
stand guard and kind of
Yeah, you really don't have a better
Give me-
guard than him.
give me a nudge if anything happens within the first few hours. I think it's more beneficial that everyone gets full, complete, uninterrupted rest. So
Okay.
it's not an ideal situation, but this is the best of a worst situation. I think with the hut and everything. I'm sure we'll be fine.
Tonk, how are you feeling? I know this may I don't put myself in your shoes all the time thinking about what happened with you.
quite small shoes.
I mean, other
Didn't say I
than
put my feet in them. My fingers.
other than the attempted inoculation and getting shocked to within an inch of
No,
my life.
I meant not how you're actually physically feeling now.
I
This
mean, to be
this
honest, at the
place
moment,
is this place is an end to a story, hopefully, and
yeah.
to a lot of closure for you. Like I feel like it's. Have you felt any differently about this? We haven't
Yeah, the
in the
more
past few weeks. It's been a lot.
yeah, I don't know at the moment. I'm curious to see what happens.
Mhm.
I don't like it here. I don't like this. But if this is something that we have to do, I mean, the hag alone makes me want to stop this. It's
Do
happening
you,
to other people.
do you think that they're? I mean, I remember the hag speaking of Strixnor and the one to come as if they were in alliance together,
Yeah.
being a part of the parliament.
Yeah.
Do you think this is a beginning of of something more than just him, right? Even
I
if
think
we
that's a fair assumption.
take care of whoever is
Given
in this house, then there's
given
a lot of loose ends.
the connection to the hag stuff that's literally in one of the towers that we were in earlier today, I think it's a very fair assumption that they're working in conjunction with each other. She spoke glowingly about Strixnor in the Parliament and was very arrogant about it. So clearly
Well,
knew
even
something.
even sacrilegious. Speaking of how insignificant Gazgul and the other deities might be in comparison. So,
Mm,
I mean,
mm.
obviously, you have your beliefs about the red root, the ruby sorceress, but and everyone would believe something like that about the god they worship. But I don't know. I guess I.
There does seem to be a lot of. I think we're definitely in the right place.
Mm.
I think we're on the right track.
Do you think it would be worth trying to touch base with Bavana?
I can't at the moment. Um, I'm not able to at the moment,
Hmm.
and I don't know when I'll be able to. I don't know when I can. Have you noticed that there's no moon, there's no sun? I'm not sure when we can do a lot of things. I think we need to be careful. But I think at the moment it's safe to say that we're on our own on this. And I think that little pebble is going to come very handy. If what you say about it is true. Havoc. In answer
Look,
to your
it's,
question, Ayala, in regards to this and creating closure, I think this was more of a. I don't know whether the ice, the Spider King, was just a pawn of Strixnor or how that all worked, but there's some sort of connection to get me here. At the moment, I'm not seeing the absolute connection. I'm more doing this as a. I don't think this is right, and I want the greater good to be seen. But that may reveal itself in time.
For sure. Not for nothing, though, right?
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Concerning also it's also concerning the timing. I think is concerning with the orc invasion. I feel like there's something. There has to be a connection.
you think this is all tied together with that?
Wow, I think it's possible.
Mm.
It's very possible. And I'm sure there's many clues and stuff that we've missed along the way.
Yeah.
Oh, look, if you're all ready to take a second, I think the the sooner we can kind of get our rest and move on, the better.
Agreed. Yeah, agreed.
So you all go ahead, and if anything happens, you'll know.
So the three that are taking rest begin to very pass the time and slowly rest for those 8 hours. And Kira, you spend some of that time just looking out and watching, making sure that sort of nothing devious is happening outside. But eventually, your 8 hours does pass, and you can all receive a long rest. What you notice while you're resting is that there is no change in light for the 8 hours. There is no morning, evening, afternoon, anything like that. You can't tell the difference between when you first walked in this place and now. There is no difference in light, and the fact that there is no change is what's probably most eerie about this. One of the most eerie things about this place is that you could spend years here and theoretically never know how long.
Like prison.
Creepy.
Living in a casino.
I'm super blurry right now.
Super blurry.
But after your long rest is completed, what would you like to do?
Is anyone able to conjure fire? I mean, on the map, there's kind of like broken timber or whatever, but is there any way, may have to roll in it or whatever, but like, yeah, is there any way to like kind of start
I have
some kind of
firebolt, like shooting something with a firebolt, set it on fire.
I don't really. I have Sacred Flame, but it's not real flame. It's more radiant than actual fire.
I think
Well, I
magical
have-
flame can burn things, but it won't necessarily set it on
Mm.
fire, right? Like unless it specifically says that it will.
I feel like this
kinda-
would firebolt.
I have I carry around at least some dried meats with me. I don't really have too much in terms of food. I don't know what your guys' rations is like, but I guess I was used to kind of being able to hunt at the start of a day.
I think my rations are quite low. I don't know if I've topped them up in a couple weeks. But
I'm pretty sure just
for
before you
today.
left.
Didn't we stock up? Yeah, I thought we stocked up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you stocked up just before you left. Lonelywood. I'm
Lonelywood.
pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I think you're right. Yeah, and it's
Ooh.
not been. At most, it's been a
Well,
week, right?
Yeah.
'Cause we traveled quite a
probably
ways.
4 or 5 days, I would say. I'd say it's maybe just under a week, a full week. So I think from memory, rations last for a week. I think
One ration is 1 week's worth of sustenance, I guess.
I guess it's just whatever is in the starting pack. But
I suppose looking into my bag in terms of rationing this out for, I mean, who knows how long we're
knows?
going to be down
Yeah.
here.
I think if it comes to it, I can create food and water when I. It's tricky as to know when I'm going to be able to change some of my spells, but
We'll
that
keep
may
it
be an
there
option.
as if we're getting desperate. Yeah.
That may be an option to create food and water. It's not going to be fancy, but it's something.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really observe anything during the past few hours. We can have a couple of snacks, I guess, and then find out what's behind those doors.
Sounds good to me.
Do we want to recon ahead, or do we just want to take it carefully going in?
I feel like we just stick together and
Mm.
just do it.
Yeah.
Bit by bit. Like trying to eat a horse, just one mouthful at a time.
That works for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Eating a horse.
Yeah.
Sounds like-
Have you not tried it?
No.
Oh, okay. It's really good. Sort
I'm
of
a
like
vegetarian, so
deer.
Speaking of, do you think they sold our
I
horses?
have a wry smile towards Kira.
Unimpressed.
Are you entering the building?
Yeah. Stealthily, please. At least I would like to go stealthily.
Sure.
God's sake,
Are you
investigate
going
the door.
in by yourself, or are you?
think We're
Oh,
gonna
you're all heading
go
in
as
together.
a group. But
I think
just
we'll go in as a group.
clear our corners. Keep our
Sure.
sharp
Roll
eye.
a group stealth check then.
Is this like how big is this area?
The whole pit itself is maybe. I mean, what is it on the thing?
50 feet wide?
Yeah, seems about right.
50. Okay, cool. No, that's alright. Yep. Alright. Stealth. Woo! Stealth. What?
18 for
11.
Ayala.
'Double digits.
11.
14.
14.
Yeah, 14 for Derek, dirty 20 for Kira.
Okay. The doors are not locked as you enter into the observatory. And what you are greeted is a fairly disheveled, almost looking workshop in this lower level of the observatory.
Ooh.
You do see that there's a spiral staircase in the center of the room. You see that there's some pretty dusty boxes and crates and quite a few machinery parts all strewn around the room. But there's no broken rooftop in this area of the observatory.
Suppose we'll.
We saw it coming in. We need to go up, right?
Yeah.
You want to look
Can I
around
have
in
a-
here first?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can I have a quick squiz on the tables and stuff?
Yeah, I'd like to
Sure, roll an investigation check.
do one as
I
well.
would
Can I-
like to do the
Can I
same.
guide myself?
Sure.
Thanks.
For anyone that's doing it, they can roll investigation.
11.
12.
12.
17.
Dirty 20.
Whoa.
Ooh.
We steadily got better.
That we did.
We all said it in inclining order. Like we knew.
Ascending.
That's
Uh,
Oh, I ascend. Sorry.
Havik,
climbing.
Kira, and Tonk, you find just various pieces of machinery, cogs, kind of different parts to put together some sort of machine. You're not exactly sure what it is.
Any gun parts?
No gun parts.
Seeing as how we
Um,
looked through stuff like this before for gun parts.
Mm.
That seems like a very
Lifetime
long
ago.
time ago.
Oh.
Yeah.
Different campaign.
Yeah, I'll say.
Some more than others.
Ayla, you do find something that is a little bit more curious. You find a mask. This mask is quite dirty looking, and is a little bit nefarious looking.
Ferrets.
To give you an
You have
idea
to
as
put it
to,
on, right?
to give you an idea as to how it looks, it looks similar to this, but it doesn't have the. Oh no, here it is. Yeah, this one here. Where is it? No, that one. This one. There we go.
Oh,
Oh, that's dope.
It does look
That's sick.
nefarious. Don't put it on.
Feel like you would though, wouldn't you?
Maybe.
No.
No. Probably not.
I think maybe I would in a different place, but not right now. No, I definitely.
after the speech
I'm a
last
little
night.
bit PTSD'd. Yeah.
Can I?
I'll bring it over
actually-
to the group and be like, "Oh, what the hell is this thing?" Anybody else get some super creepy vibes off this?
Yeah, just looking at it.
Can I look for a name maybe on it or any kind of writing?
You do a once over, and there's no identifying
Hmm.
markings or scriptures or anything like that.
Could you guys tell if it's magic? Has any properties?
I mean, if you give me 11 minutes,
I think we got nothing but time.
Can I?
if we're not in a rush, I
Does
can.
it have any religious significance to me?
As far as you can tell, no.
I'll hand it over to you, Havoc.
I'll just kind of be like, you guys want me to? If we've got time, I can identify it, and we
I
can.
think that's a very good idea.
I'll cast identify on it.
Sure. After ritually casting your spell, you do find that it is magical. You also find that it is cursed.
Ooh.
Auntie Ethel's fucking.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But the mask gives you advantage on intimidation checks. And as a bonus action, you can cast fear.
It's a bonus action you can cast fear.
Kind of sick.
But I don't know what the curse is, do I?
I don't know what the curse does.
Do I actually know that it's cursed?
Yes. Identify reveals curses.
Takes away all the fun.
Keep it.
Hold on to it.
Mhm.
But it is cursed, so don't put it on until
Doesn't
maybe
always
someone
have
can.
to be cursed.
Yeah, maybe we might be able to get someone to remove the curse off of it.
Well,
Yeah, that's
I'm not
Okay.
touching it.
Put it in my pack then. Is it? Does it have a name? I guess we wouldn't know that.
no,
It
doesn't
would
it
be-
reveal the name
it'd be if it's called something.
in the
It's not called
identify
anything.
spell? No, it's just a mask.
I mean, not every magic item has a name.
The
The
cursed
mask of
mask of
fear.
Akman Ra.
Achman Ra. Well,
Just think in my head.
Cool.
I think it's locally called the Mask of Fear. Or the Scary Mask.
Buzzkill.
The Halloween Mask.
Let
The Spooky Spook.
spooky. Onwards.
Oh, anyway.
So you head up the stairs, and the next room you are greeted with appears to be some sort of what's the best word for it? Study area.
Ooh.
It has
Fuck.
a few more desks around. This instead of having sort of what would you call them? Machinery parts. This one looks more like it has
Vertical?
tools and things like that. You also find that some of these areas have chains attached to the walls. Those two arcane circles in the bottom don't actually exist. They're not really there. But
What about those
Torture
fucking
chamber?
tentacles?
the tentacles are also not there.
Ah, damn.
But this looks like it appears to be more like a laboratory or study area of this observatory.
Keeping an eye out for any writing in Draconic. Anything so far from the first room in this room?
Nothing in this room.
We investigate this room.
Do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Roll investigation.
New rolls? I need a new roll.
I need a new roll.
Yay!
That's much better.
10.
Mine's a little better. Who do we
And
think
was
goes
one
next?
less. 15.
16.
22.
Oh shit!
Hey.
You're much better.
Going over
Double.
this room, there are no
Ha!
significant
waste.
points of value in this room.
Just let us do it. Love it.
I'm not gonna
I
say
found
more.
something. Hang on a minute.
It's like
There
the
it is.
whole. It's the whole roll for. What was
Tonk stomps up the stairs in a little gnomish stomp.
But heading up to the third level, you are
I need-
greeted with the collapsed roof
You would,
of
too.
this observatory.
Top.
You also see that this is more of a study. Now there is a telescope in one corner of the room.
Mm.
There's books and machine parts and tools. This is definitely the culmination of whatever this building was being used for. And in another corner of the room, who's Havoc, you recognize from your vision. Oh no, sorry, it was Tonk, wasn't it? Sorry, it was
Yeah.
Tonk. Tonk, you recognize this same room as what your vision led you to.
In what? Which part of the vision?
That this is where those the
vision the vision that I just had. Right. Okay. So
Oh, right. So then we'll look for Draconic
Investigation.
writing. Yeah. I'll look around the room for something, those pieces of the ceiling that matched the word
Sure.
speak.
Not hard to do. It is the one corner of the room that has rubble
Mm-hmm.
strewn about. But you start turning over some of these pieces of rock or ceiling, and you do see that some of them have these draconic markings on them. I'd like the group to make a group intelligence check.
can I just
Whoa.
use the investigation roll that I just rolled?
No.
Again?
I just rolled as well. I was just incrementally getting a little bit better.
My investigations is the same as my intelligence. It's +1.
Oh, same, but not +1.
Not
Different
19.
room, though.
Can I guide myself? No. I rolled again.
Yeah.
Yes,
me
you can
too.
guide yourself.
Okay.
19 for Havoc.
Oh, that's all right. I rolled one less than I did before. 17.
17.
9.
9.
23.
23. The DC was 10 as a group. So not very hard. More like putting a very easy jigsaw puzzle together. You put these different parts of rock and roof together and eventually are able to put together a cohesive sentence of scripture
Only
in
Ella.
Draconic. And Ayala, what you are able to read is speak. Third, a burnt palm loosens the tongue. Shed a secret about yourself for all to hear.
What?
I will repeat it one more time. Speak third. A burnt palm loosens the tongue. Shed a secret about yourself for all to hear.
Third.
A burnt palm. The second one was fire in the palm of your hands.
And
Mhm.
yeah,
So burn your own palm, and then truth or dare, you choose truth.
say a
Say a little prayer for you. Sorry.
Sorry, I'll give you a bit of a recap
What's
of
the-
what you've learnt so far.
Yeah, but-
just because we've had a
Well,
couple of weeks in between.
Shield thy heat from.
No,
Hard.
so the step one you found out in your first tower,
Hard.
the Tower of Abjuration, was to hold a wand crafted from nether oak over your heart.
Yeah, shield thy heart with a wand of netherite.
The second step, which you found out from reading the scripture in the second tower, which was the Hag Coven, the Tower of Conjuration,
Yeah.
was summon a flame in your palm.
Yeah, produce fire in the palm of hand.
You then found out from the nether oak that steps 3 and 4 were to do with secrets.
Shared out
Secrets
loud.
that are shared aloud.
Yes.
so maybe this is step 3 and 4.
Or step 3.
So-
It just said third, a burnt
Yes.
palm loosens the tongue. Share a secret for everyone to hear.
Yeah, but there was also the bit about the fire in the palm.
That was
It's just
2.
2.
So it's clear that it's going in order.
Yeah.
It's referencing
Mm.
past steps. Still confusing as hell, but
No, I've got it figured
And
out.
there's-
I'm good.
and there's 8 of these.
Someone's going to have to
The
sacrifice
Ochtad,
themselves.
I'm guessing it means that there are 8.
And there are 8 schools of magic.
And we've gone through abjuration, conjuration, and divination.
Yeah.
At the moment.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't look forward to necromancy.
Maybe having a grave cleric might help us in that instance.
I hope so.
Yep. Same.
Did we want to have a look around this room before we leave? Is that it? Is that
I think we should, yeah. Make sure that there's nothing here that
right, yeah.
would be useful.
I won't make you roll for this. There is
Ah!
nothing in this area.
I'm roll anyway?
Okay.
How high up are
That
we?
one.
We're
Yeah,
three,
what if you rolled a nat 20? Wouldn't you just feel bad?
we're
I
three
rolled on
sto-
that one, so now I get to feel good.
Can I go over to the telescope and without interrupting or like interfering with it and look through and see what the last person might have been looking at?
Yes, you can.
Ooh.
Looking through this telescope, you can see it's directed at the large tower in the center of the city. Looking through, you can see that it looks onto a balcony. And on that balcony is someone chained. You cannot make out because it is behind a frosted glass wall of sorts, but you can clearly make out that someone is chained or shackled with their arms up.
Can I kind of make a note of how far up the tower that is? Is it at
It's
the
up
top?
top.
The very top. Okay. I'll be like, oh Oh my god. There someone else come look at this. I see someone chained on the top of the tower.
I'll go have a look.
Can they see it any better?
Need a boost.
Just
You
the
see the
same
same
thing.
thing?
All right.
Same thing.
What is that?
Probably nothing
A
good.
life
No.
force? Someone imprisoned
Could be
on
could
Solo?
be an ally, or it could be a illusion to hurt us moving forward.
Well, what would be the purpose of someone looking at that from here? What would they have gained from that?
It's an observatory.
Hmm. Not much for stars to look at here.
No.
Maybe that's the only thing to look at. That's crazy,
And
though.
who was looking?
Yeah.
Was it just the people that were the constructs that we saw downstairs, or
I don't think so.
when we look at the rubble, like, is the roof missing from this particular building?
As best you can tell, it looks like something broke a part of the tower off, and then it's fallen through the roof of the observatory.
Does it look like it was like slashed? Are there any like witness or like explosion marks? Like, do we see like a soot? Do you see cracks through or anything like that through the break?
There's no identifying marks that give you a reason as to why this has broken off.
The rock's not melted. It wasn't like cut in half.
There's no
by
melting marks. There's no
off.
clean cut marks. There's no
explosion cracks.
explosion soot marks or anything like that. No. This is just some sort of something has broken this tower, and it's fallen through into the observatory.
Can I figure out how to adjust this telescope and look at the tower in different places to try to maybe find a less obvious way in once we do drop the barrier?
Sure. I'll get you to roll an intelligence check.
It's going to be a very high DC.
Can I guide her?
No, I don't think you can. This
Okay.
is not something that was probably planned.
No worries.
Announced. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. 13.
13. You can definitely give it a go. You can see some levers, and some sort of knobs that can be turned, or adjusted. You can see that there's quite a few tools around the actual telescope itself.
Yeah, I'll just try to like move what can be moved and fit tools that can be fit and see what happens.
As you start to move one of the gears and sort of rotate another one of the knobs, the actual lever that's holding the telescope sort of at an angle at where it is drops, and it just falls, and loses all tension in the telescope.
So the telescope drops down?
Yes.
Oh, dang it.
Ayla, did you?
I was trying. Yeah, kind of. I was trying to see if I could look at other parts of the tower with this. I don't know if anybody might have better luck at it than me, but it seems quite complicated.
I could have a look.
We could just break it and like manpower it, like hold the telescope where we want it to be.
We might be able to try something better than that.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, definitely give it a look though. See if you might understand it a little better than me.
If you'd like to roll an intelligence check, please go.
20, not natural. Dirty 20.
That was the DC.
Mm.
You realize that this is more of there's an arcane nature around this telescope, for it to function as it does. and that you notice you're fairly easily able to strengthen or put it back to its original position and sort of tighten the knobs that Ayala had adjusted, and put it back in its original position. But as you look through the telescope, it doesn't show anything. Like you're not able to actually see through the barrier that's around the central tower.
Mm.
So you spend some time and channel some arcane energy into this telescope, which restores its vision of the tower and is functioning once again.
Ah.
And if you wanted to look at a different area of the tower, you are able to.
Anyone want to? Did you want to see something in particular, Ella?
No, I just more curiosity. I was looking to see if there was a more obvious way in. I'm not a big fan of walking through the front doors of a powerful necromantic guy who has people chained to the top of it. So I don't know.
Awful.
That was my only thought. I'm not great at looking at stuff like that. So maybe, I mean, that was my thought. Maybe someone else can give it a go.
Just look over at Kira.
The elf with eyes, the elven eyes. It's not a meme for no reason.
Behind these elven eyes.
Hearing the conversation, I cast guidance on Kira before it happens.
Sure.
She hasn't even made a decision yet. So you've got plenty of time. Oh,
You have a minute, don't waste it.
she
Wait, 62 seconds.
she walks over to the telescope, looking at it like it's so foreign, and kind of gestures to Havoc like I'll take a look, but I don't know, like she's not touching it, kind of a thing.
Just look.
So I'll look through, and kind of give Havoc direction as to how to kind of navigate. Like 25 degrees to the left, whatever, and yeah, kind of have a look.
I'll be
Sure.
standing to the other side of the telescope as Havoc in case he needs me to like work the other side.
Sure.
In an attempt to aid him.
So I'll say, using the check from before, you spend some time kind of looking over the central tower, and there's no sort of obvious like distinguishable features to the outside of the tower that you sort of hadn't already seen from down below. What does catch your interest is that there's a bit of a arm that stretches out from the tower itself and connects to one of the districts in the city that you had actually walked around.
Like a protection zone in that particular area as well.
No. So the
Oh,
tower
armed
itself,
right.
and then it has the force field around it, but there's an arm that
Like a
detaches
sky bridge or
off.
something.
Similar, yes. And
Gotcha.
then it moves down into one of the districts. You can actually see it.
Yeah, I've seen it. So the arm comes out of the force field.
Yeah, so you can see that arm stretches down into one of the lower districts.
Right.
And getting Havoc to kind of navigate the telescope to look at where the arm attaches to the tower and where it attaches to the floor, or where it attaches to the tower. Are there any kind of openings or windows or anything like that where it attaches?
There's actually a platform that kind of stands in front of what appears to be some sort of entrance that has 8 small pillars.
Okay, and where it attaches to to the ground in the district, does it look like we'd kind of have a chance to be able to like, does it look climbable?
You can't see from where you are, not
Yeah.
where it attaches to the ground.
Okay. Oh, right. Yeah, actually, that makes sense. Yeah. I'd relay that as I'm getting them to move the telescope around. I'm kind of telling them what I see and then kind of thinking out loud as well, with potentially using that as a point of entry, basically.
Mm.
Good.
How close to the top is it? I mean, is it pretty? I mean, are you imagining kind of how this picture is? That it, if
I imagine it's probably past halfway, but
Yeah.
not a direct connection to the top of the tower.
yeah, okay,
So maybe a third up the sorry, 2/3 of the tower.
cool. I don't know what any of that means, but maybe it becomes useful as we move forward.
I will just say that rather than pillars, they're more pedestals.
The 8
So they're not
pedestals.
like, yeah, they're not like above head height sort of thing. They're just like waist height pedestals.
Well, we have 5 more towers to visit.
Yeah.
Almost to
But
the next
with a possible entry point, and a now very mysterious figure change. I
They
think
look
we'll leave
human.
tonight there.
Can we tell?
Impossible to tell.
Yeah, just a silhouette again, kind of like a shadowed. Cool.
Correct.
Very cool.
one.
Yeah, I think we'll finish it up there.
Ay, caramba.
Making my brain hurt. This is awesome.
I think
Can't tell you for a
next
while.
next Sunday